All right, well, everyone, so welcome. We're going to be doing L Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh god, you're doing the intro again.
L Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, kill yourself, both of you.
You fucking do it.
I will, dude. So where do you guys remember us leaving off? Because I have done some story arc building, and I don't want to do spoiler. I don't want to spoil anything. So
We're
I
off
don't
to
remember
find the Wizard
precisely
of
where we
Oz.
were.
We were about to go in the desert, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you all are still gearing up to go out into the desert. So we will take a look. Let's see what survival equipment you guys wanted. Why 84 water skins in particular?
Wait, we don't need those.
Yeah, we don't need those if we
I-
get water
I-
barrels.
I can create food and water.
But that's only for.
No,
Right.
it's for 15 people.
Oh, it is. That's right. Oh, we don't need rations either with that.
Yeah, as long as I just have to use it once a day. So basically, I'll always be down 1/3.
I will let you know. You guys are going to want protective clothing. Without protective clothing,
That's what I put in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already have as
well,
a
I'm letting you mechanically know what will happen. So, at least just in the desert sun, if you don't have protective clothing, you'll have to make Constitution saving throws. And there will be penalties associated with that if you don't have the correct protective clothing. Similar effects if sandstorms come up and things like that.
David.
Sand?
Sand?
Huh?
David.
Yeah, what's up, Emma?
Since I have Evolution clothes, does that count?
No, that's more like their town wear. You specifically need adventure maps.
Okay.
Like adventuring clothes. And if any of you would like to purchase those sell for 2 gold pieces.
Yep, I'm purchasing that.
I'll take that also.
Can someone purchase one for me since I'm providing food and water?
Sure, I'll purchase yours.
So you guys have done shopping around town. And you guys are preparing to go out. Or are you guys leaving at night or in the morning? So I'm gonna assume it takes like 2 days to get all this stuff together and like other preparations and stuff. And I'll assume with these 2 days, like someone has like gone and gotten a map charted or whatever.
I mean, presumably we travel at night, so.
Yeah, we'd want to travel at night to avoid the sun.
The freezing cold nights.
You can't. Well, traveling at night will make it harder for you to make your navigation checks. I will tell you that much.
You
Didn't
can
we get a
navigate
map,
by
though?
stars.
You do have
Yeah.
a map, but it's just hard to travel, like to tell where you are in the desert.
Can't we just use a star to reference?
Star charts are much more. You have to be trained in star charts to use them.
Well, it's not even star charts. It's just there should be just a star in the direction.
To stay on course will be made at disadvantage traveling at night.
So do we not want to go at night then?
That is your call. I'm just letting you know what
I'm asking everyone. Do we not want to go at night, or do we still want to? If we all have proper head wraps, it shouldn't be an issue. Or like head and body wraps, it shouldn't be an issue.
We
Yeah,
can go in
like during the
morning.
daytime is fine.
Yeah, let's do morning.
All right, so you guys are leaving in the morning.
Sure.
So just standard Assolution, like the way most Assolutions would do it is they travel in the morning, and then they rest at midday, and then they travel until the evening, until it gets dark, basically.
Yep. We'll do the same.
So we'll start the session the night before you guys leave. So this is your like last night in town to enjoy the comforts of the city, basically. I'm assuming where are all of you? I'm assuming you all are sitting in a tavern, like drinking, going over last minute checks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What is the age of drinking?
There isn't
Alive?
one.
Nice.
Yeah, alive.
Nice. Perfect.
I mean, even if you're dead, they'll probably still give you some.
It should be so one of the
Pour
one
one
out
out
for
for
the
the
boys.
boys.
Azatha comes up to. Let me see. I'll roll a d4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. That's a d5. Who does she go to? Hiroki. Azatha comes up to you and says, I've got some bad news.
Tell me, Ouchie.
I have some business in town that came up that I have to go take care of. It's kind of personal. Do you think you all can manage without me? I'll meet up with you. I'll find you guys. I have spells to find you guys. Should I need to?
All right. He's gonna wish her the best of luck with whatever personal things she needs to take care of, as well as with safe travels if she does manage to
She
get out.
gives you a sly smile back and said, "Thanks. You guys too. I hope this goes well for you." And then she walks off into them. So what are you guys talking about as you guys are sitting around here drinking and making merry?
Have we all made our preparations?
Yeah, you guys have made adequate preparations. You guys have made your preparations. Skylar,
Yeah.
you notice as Net is like rifling through your clothes looking for something shiny.
I like in the same way that you'd smack a cat, I smack the bird.
I pull out my
The
dagger.
bird like shakes her head. The bird shakes her head and goes, "Bitch!"
Well, it's not necessarily a smack as much as it's just
Hiroki
like a bop on the
glares
head.
at you.
Well, it's like
Says,
it's
"Put
like
it
the
away."
endearing bop on the head, but that's still very clearly get your hands off my shit.
Shiny.
No shiny in my no. Get out of my stuff.
She then takes, because like I'm assuming you're like eating dinner at this point.
Mm-hmm.
She takes your spoon.
I take it back.
Net looks upset.
Net can look upset. That's my goddamn spoon.
I tell Net not to steal from any of the people here.
Not steal.
And if
Is
she
shiny. Is mine.
No, this shiny's mine.
No, shiny, mine.
Go away.
Net goes back over to villain.
Okay.
As you guys are doing this, like you guys are pretty much the only people in this tavern, right?
Right.
There's the barkeeper, and then there's basically the staff. So what are the rest of you all like doing? Are you?
Hiroki's probably gonna like play the shamisen. Just for the general public.
Okay. Yeah. So make a performance check.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you play decently. What about the rest of you?
Dylan will be playing the bagpipes.
Oh
Make a
god.
performance check.
Thank God when I said for the general public, I meant out on the streets.
You played the bagpipe slightly better than Hiroki plays the shamisen. So
I'm just drinking.
the
while
night
listening.
wears kind of long, and you guys have eaten your food and drink your drinks. As you all are getting ready to fall asleep, you hear a knocking at the door of the tavern.
At the door of what?
At the door of the tavern.
Wouldn't they just walk in because it's a tavern?
The tavern door is like shut and locked because it's that late at night. It's to the point where you guys are staying there because you guys are staying at like the inn part of it. You guys
Okay.
are staying in room.
Is the innkeep here?
The innkeep has
'Cause-
gone to bed at this point.
Okay. Then I guess I go. Is there like a way to see past the door?
Yeah, like there's like a little like slider thing that you can like look out.
Yeah, I do that. The slider thing.
What you see is a tangled mass of white hair.
A tangled.
Like he's standing in front of the door, so all you can see is his like tangled like white hair.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the hair part.
Yeah, and like the only other thing you see is you see eagle feathers like braided like loosely into the hair.
I will open the door.
In steps this very old looking man. He's like leaning heavily on a staff made out of wood and with leather like wrappings. His hair is wild, untamed, very very messy, with the eagle feathers like woven into it. And as you look at his eyes are like frosted over, and for any of you who are reasonably intelligent, you can tell that he's blind. He comes up to you and says, food please, for the hungry. I have traveled long and far, and there's not many places with food left. Not open, at least.
Can I overhear this conversation?
Yeah.
So, villain peps up, says, "Food? Food? You want food? You play dice. Play dice and I give food."
I'll play dice with you, friend.
Yeah.
Hiroki shakes his head and goes,
I have no coin to bet with.
You bet with eagle feather. 1 eagle feather equals food.
He smiles and says, I will happily agree to that. And he feels his way forward, and like he sits down across from you.
You're playing dice with a blind man.
yeah, but
What?
Hiroki's there.
Yeah, that's fair.
If luck is on his side, then he wins some food.
All right, so who rolls? So he goes, I assume you roll first.
Yes.
And so what is rolling dice? Is rolling
I'll be
dice?
right back.
Rolling dice is you 4d6s.
Yeah.
Higher number win, or you call higher or lower.
Right,
And
so
For a second, I thought I was.
since he's blind, it doesn't really matter when he calls it.
yeah. But yeah, it's basically higher or lower. You roll the dice.
All right, so I'm gonna.
And then the other person
I'm
rolled
gonna
the-
roll a d2 and see what he calls. So he calls high.
Okay. So then the dice rolls twice. 1 for me, 1 for him. Whoever has either A, the higher, or B, the lower, wins.
So higher, because he chose high.
Yep. Okay, and then he rolls.
All right.
So that means he needs to get higher than an 11.
That's
Fuck.
definitely higher than an 11.
So
That's
he
2
rolls,
out of 3. Yes.
Can I have some food first? Again.
That wasn't in the deal.
I have traveled very far and am quite hungry.
Yes, food. And then he takes out of his entertainer's pack, like, a ration.
He
Gives it to them.
gladly opens it, and you can see out of like his wrapping, a snake head appears, and he starts feeding food to himself.
Ooh, snake friend. Yes, I have bird friend. That.
Net probably isn't even trying to steal from this man because this man is obviously like.
Yeah, no, Net's not really bothered by this man, and he turns and says, "Thank you very much, friend. What is your name?"
Villain gives him a fake name.
Come up with a fake name then.
1 second.
Hiroki glares at you.
Snick Pride Stalker.
He
Gonna-
okay. Let's see if he passes his insight check. Actually, so yeah, roll a deception check, Nick. All right, I'm gonna hide this roll. Here, let me see if this is how I hide rolls. Yeah, I have the no space. I think that's it. GM roll, because you did pretty high. This guy's got a pretty high insight. Okay, so he rolled an at 1. So he goes, "Well, it is a pleasure to meet you."
Yes,
He
pleasure.
he turns and says, "And who might the rest of you be? Your associates? Who might the rest of you be?"
You're cutting out.
He turns and says, "And who might the rest of you be?"
Hiroki, in the obviously Limkari accent, says, "Hiroki Yamazaki, pleased to meet you. Who might you be?"
And in a surprising twist, he turns and he bows to you in like the Ilumkarian tradition. And he goes, "I have wandered far, and it has been many years since I have wandered to Ilumkar. It is an oddity to see you, one of your culture, out this far."
He's surprised for a moment, and then he smiles. And then he goes, what he can tell in like a smiling voice. He says, "I'm very glad to see, our customs."
I know many customs. I have traveled the world, wandering and walking.
You seem like the kind of person I can learn a lot from.
You could say that. There are probably those better to learn from, though. And you can tell he gives like a bittersweet smile. And then his snake like turns towards one of you, and like after his snake turns towards one of you, he'll turn towards you. So he'll turn towards Atali next.
Justin?
Justin?
Can hear him.
All right. Well,
Justin.
we'll come back to Justin. He turns to Anipe next. Is Skylar there?
Hello.
Oh my gosh, you're extremely quiet,
Yeah,
Justin.
you're so quiet, Justin. Let me turn you up. All right. So this blind man next turns towards you, Atali, I guess, because you're back now.
Okay. Sorry, I think I disconnected.
Oh,
All right. Is this any better?
yeah, that's a lot
Yeah.
better.
Okay. Please. Could you restate what you were addressing?
So this blind man turns towards you, and like he just had a conversation with Hiroki, and he turns
Mhm.
towards you and says, "Who are you? Who might I be graced with meeting in my time of need and hunger?"
Atalia of the Latai.
He goes, and then he responds. He thinks like warily for a moment. And he goes, "There are many." Like he goes, "It is odd to find one of your culture here, specifically." And like he stands up and like you're how tall are you, Justin?
8'2".
He's He's not even 3/4 of your height. He's about 5'2".
Mm-hmm.
And so he goes, and he looks at you, and like he's blind, but you could like his frosted over eyes still make like the equivalent of eye contact with you,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, "What brought you down here?"
That business is my own.
He goes, he smiles and he goes, "That is understandable." And he looks at you and he goes, "At least tell me this: are you here on your own, or were you sent by the clan?"
I do as I please.
Yes, avoid the question. Yes, this one does.
He turns towards Villain and goes, "Well, I also did the same." He then turns towards Adric.
Adric Villankar at your service. And I'll bow.
He bows back and he goes, "I could sense the sun's light upon you from the moment I walked in."
Could you describe their appearance again?
Very, very ratty. Like his clothes are all worn. The only real notable thing about him is he's wearing his hair is like, well, it's like very messy. Woven into it are these eagle feathers.
How long have you been traveling, friend?
He smiles and he responds, he thinks for a moment actually, and he goes, "Longer than you've been alive, son." And you can make me an insight check with that. Okay. So yeah, he's not lying.
Alright.
And he goes, did you travel here with the other Illumkarian?
No, I happen to run into them in this here state.
It was a quite nice chance meeting. Don't meet a lot of other Illumkari here.
Especially this far out.
He'll then turn towards Anipe. Skylar, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Sorry, I was gone earlier because I
No, it's all
was
good.
looking
It's all
for
good.
my
So he
wallet.
turns towards Anipe and says, "And you?" And like he looks old. Like he's well over 100.
Okay.
So he looks like a great grandpa.
Yeah, he's leaning very heavily on his staff. And he turns to you and he says, "You seem like you have stories to tell."
I do. Many stories. I have a long history with this land.
He nods and he goes. He looks around and he goes, or he does like when I say looks around, like he moves his head like he's looking around, but he's not. Like he's
Yeah,
blind.
and then before he says something, I'll say, "But it appears as though you have far more than me."
Make me just roll and add your charisma.
Just roll and add my charisma.
I
Charisma.
wanna
Just
see
click
how
on
much-
your charisma stat.
I want to see how much he likes you.
Ooh.
Over a 13 will be enough. Okay, yeah, that's enough. So he says, "Probably. I've lived many lifetimes and seen many things."
Many lifetimes. If that is intriguing, I don't know what is.
He says,
Can
"When you-
Hiroki investigate this man's appearance to see if there's
Yeah, go ahead.
Any, like,
Make me
tells
Make me a
of what-
perception check and an investigation check. Any of you can make this check.
Okay.
Investigation.
That's a no.
That's a no for me.
Perception checks from Adric and Villain if you guys want to make them. Also, Anipe and Atali can make these as well.
That's another no for me.
Yeah.
Damn.
Perception, you said?
Yeah, you guys can make
Perception and investigation if you want.
I just rolled a 2 and then a 3.
I think I may have passed.
Yeah. You've at least passed the perception. Does Atali want to roll?
Nah, she'll be fine.
You're kind of just like standoffish right now.
No,
She's just chilling, minding
yeah,
her own
like,
business.
just like vibing.
Okay.
I
So-
presume this is to like figure out where this man's from, right? Or
To get
Yeah,
some insight
like,
into what into him.
His race.
yeah,
Kind
no,
of.
not particularly interested.
He's human. Or he at least appears from what you guys can tell to be human. But Anipe, you notice that like on the floor there's like just a layer of sand, right?
Right.
Because there's sand everywhere. His footprints, or where he steps, he does not appear to make footprints in the sand.
Would I know anything about this?
No, you've never heard anything about you. This is unknown to you why this would happen.
Okay. How close is he sitting next to me?
He's standing like right in front of you right now.
Okay. He's standing. We're not sitting at a table.
He stood up to talk to Atali, and then unless you like beckoned for him to sit down, he
How
wasn't sitting.
close is he's like how close? Like would I be able to reach out and touch him or?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Can I do sleight of hand and just poke his foot with my foot and see if like in a way that he wouldn't know, like on the shoe or like if he's not wearing something
Roll
like
sleight
that.
of hand.
Oh come on.
So you bump his foot, and he goes, "Oh, sorry, was I in your way?" And like you nudge his.
Oh, so like he's corporeal.
Yeah, he's corporeal.
Okay. No worries. I ran into you.
He also touched the dice, remember?
Yeah. I don't know if it's like I'm just checking shit out because I don't know what's going on necessarily.
He
You
then
should
says-
probably also apologize for bumping his foot.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
He says he turns to you. He turns back to Villain, and because like are you all sitting around the same table at this point?
I'm not at the
Yes.
Giants table.
He turns towards you, Villain, wherever you are, and he says to you, "For your kindness in offering me food, I will give you. I have been very elusive on my answers, talking to you. I will give you one question in which I will be straightforward.
Dylan?
He's thinking.
Can I like tap Anipe on the shoulder?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Like-
can.
Take her over. Hi, yes. I have no question. Do you have question? Ask.
And the old man is asking. He will answer any question that we have, or that he has one question.
That villain has.
That Villain. Has.
Villain, that's on you. He's extending his kindness to you, not to me. Something tells me he won't answer my question.
I will answer your question, just in the elusive tongue as I've been doing for the rest of you and your compatriots.
In the what tongue?
In the elusive tongue I've been using with you, the rest of your compatriots.
Okay, fuck, I don't have a question either. I mean, I could do the obvious and ask how to get to where we're going, but Does anyone?
If you want Villain to like literally waste the question because he's not smart enough.
I kind of
mean,
do. I kind
Villain
of do want
can
that
waste the
roleplay.
question if he wants.
Yeah.
No,
This
this is your
Villain's-
question. It is
yeah.
your kindness. You must be repaid for your deeds.
What is your snake friend's name? Yes.
Oh, that's so wholesome.
That's so cute.
My snake is named Khan.
Ka?
Khan.
Oh, Khan.
Khan would be a
Khan!
Kyle would be a little sacrilegious.
Yeah, just slightly.
I mean, people name like pets after. People named their pets after like
And
Greek deities.
as
Okay, but also like this would literally be like a snake named Christ. But
No,
like
it's Khan.
in 14, yeah, I know.
So it's
Dude,
more
I
like
would
Christy.
during the
It's
Spanish
like Christy.
Inquisition,
I would
It's literally
totally
Christy.
live.
No. But if
name-
it was Ka, it would be a snake named Khan, named Christ, in like the fucking.
Well, I mean, Mexican people.
I would
are named
totally
Jesus.
my snake Jesus because that's just hilarious.
as you all like, as your attention is drawn to the snake, all of you can make a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah. Specifically,
I might have passed.
Perception.
So
Oh
Anipe
my God.
passed.
I've
Villain-
rolled a 3, 2, and 5
Oh come
now.
on!
Uh,
I've rolled all below tens.
Atali,
Except for
are you
my
gonna, Are you
performance.
gonna pass on this check as well? Oh,
Nope.
Never mind. So Anipe, you notice that because like he has feathers in his hair and he also has feathers like on his garb, right?
Okay.
You notice that some of the feathers might not be a part of his clothes, but seem to be moving with the snake.
So it's a feather snake,
Roll
or the
me
clothes
history-
is his snake.
Huh?
The clothes he's wearing the snake.
No. It seems like because he's got like holes in his clothes, like some of the feathers like of the snake might like some feathers attached to the snake might be poking out of his clothes. Might
Yeah.
be, like
Okay.
poking out of his clothes.
Yeah. It's a feathery snake. Like
you,
it gets.
you because you've seen this can make me either a actually this would be only a religion check.
Religion.
Yes.
So I actually don't have very good religion somehow.
Hmm.
Can I do history?
Can I do a religion check?
Anipe is the only one who notices this.
Ah, darn.
Never mind. I pass.
Oh,
God, okay.
There are winged serpents.
Winged serpent. So it's like Zoom snake.
Sure.
Air Zoom snake.
Notably, these winged snakes are known as messengers and servants of the god Kukulkan.
Is that a local god?
That is not a local god.
Fuck this guy. But I won't say anything. He hasn't been an ass so far.
wait, he doesn't notice I'm Skaven though?
For others,
Man.
well, I mean, you gave him a Skaven name.
Yeah.
I would presume that he would understand, considering he's a
He-
wanderer.
Kukulkan is one of the tribal gods from the tribes that live among the Great Grass Sea.
Okay.
Okay.
Past that, not much is known about these gods and these tribes. Not much research and study has been done into these. Not many books have been written. They are very self-isolated.
All right.
And they're difficult to find because they're nomadic. And they
Yeah. I mean,
not particularly friendly to outsiders.
from a cultural perspective, I think it's really fascinating. You know what? Despite it being technically like I'm not supposed to like other religions, I'm just gonna ask. I'm gonna ask him. You are one of the tribesmen from the Grass Sea, are you not?
I was
Was.
many, many years ago. When you've lived as long as I have, things like where you come from don't matter.
Yeah. I guess that is fair.
But if
I've
you ask
also
about if you're asking about my origin, yes, I was born there.
I have I also cannot help but notice that Khan there is not just a snake.
He is in fact not.
That is a beautiful creature. Would you mind letting him stretch his wings?
And he stretches out his arm like straight, and the
Mhm.
snake slithers out. And as he slithers out, the snake is quite large. As he slithers out, you see one set of wings, two sets of wings, three sets of wings. As this snake, that's about 5 feet long, like curls into the air, and like you see like these wings, like keeping it aloft in the air.
That's really cool. I'm just gonna stare and wonder.
Can I try to touch the snake?
Yes, you can. And he goes, "Don't be afraid. He is quite friendly when he is with me."
Yay. I pet snake.
You
Yes.
pet the snake. And in fact, he looks at you, like he makes eye contact with you, and like looks at you quizzically.
Yes, and then I get net out.
Yeah.
Yes, my friend.
And the net starts flying around the snake, looking at the snake as well.
Like, oh, flying snake!
Not something you see every day.
My homeland has changed much since I called it home. That is why I do not consider myself from the tribes there.
Well, it's not. as
Hiroki is
interesting.
kind of just awestruck by the snake.
Yeah, I'm kind of just staring at the snake at this point. That thing's fucking cool.
Villain, make me a perception check.
Let's hope I can get above a 5, guys.
I don't know. It sounds like something you want to fail.
Whew.
As you're looking into the snake's eyes, you see within its eyes, you see a spark of lightning.
Ah, thunder snake. Yes. Zap, go. Yes.
Does our friend hear that?
Yeah, he does, and he smiles and he goes, "That snake's not the only one. There are many things in this world that I have seen."
You keep cutting out. I
Yeah,
think
you
you
keep
should
cutting
turn
out
your
the
voice
word.
sensitivity down so that you can.
All right.
Or up.
Yeah.
No, it's down.
All right.
If you
is
turn
this
it down,
better?
it detects lower decibels.
Is this better?
Oh, I see what you mean.
You turn the sensitivity up. The detection threshold is lower.
It's down.
Okay, so yeah, so he says, "I've seen many things in this world that can call upon the forces of nature."
You seem to be fairly open with us. I'd like to ask a question about an observation I made earlier.
You may.
You don't make footprints.
He smiles and he goes, "Not many people catch that. No, I do not."
Can I ask why?
Hiroki looks at the ground. Huh.
Long ago, I sustained a terrible injury. And in payment for my service, I was blessed with the ability to walk, to retain movement. Though I am not as what you would say earthbound as most.
That's pretty cool. That's definitely an interesting story, if nothing else.
Can I
Make
teach
me-
Lord?
Anyone who hears that can make me a history check with disadvantage. This is also a pretty hard check. I'm gonna say the DC's 18.
Damn.
Damn.
Fuck.
The disadvantage killed it.
I know.
I'm so sad because he has good history.
For all of you, this story sounds vaguely familiar.
Except for me.
From somewhere. None of you know where.
What about... Oh, there we go.
No.
Yeah.
It's at disadvantage anyway.
Yeah.
Except for me. I have no idea. I'm just... Dylan's just having a good time with the snake.
Yeah, and so he says there are many things that I have seen in the time that I have lived. Perhaps our paths will cross again. But I must be off.
It was
Goodbye,
good
Fred.
talking to you.
And he looks. All of you roll me a d100. Actually, no, never mind. He looks at Villain, and you guys notice his eyes start to like slightly glow, and he goes, "We will see each other again." And he'll walk out the door.
Just poof. Alright. I'm
That one knows the great horned rat. No, no, no.
Say again, Nick?
Villain starts having a mental breakdown because he's relating the guy to the great horned rat. So, mental breakdown in the corner. Don't mind him.
psychosis time.
Hiroki walks up. You're right there, buddy.
Horned rat. Yeah. Rat.
How about some dice game? I did promise you that I'd play.
Horned. And then he just passes out.
Jesus.
And
Guess that will wait
I
till
guess are the
tomorrow.
rest of you going to sleep at this point?
Yeah.
I think Hiroki is going to meditate again on his dream with his owl guide.
As you meditate, your vision slips, and you're back in the garden.
Is the owl there?
Yes, one owl is there.
Okay, I can't remember what he said last time. Shoot. He said like one word.
Watching.
Watching. There you go. And then Hiroki asks again. Shoot, why is my voice doing this? Hiroki asks again, why are you watching?
Legacy. Destiny.
So in his dream, does he have his owl wings out or not?
Yeah, you can. I'm not gonna make you use them
Okay.
in like your dream form.
Yeah. So Hiroki gestures to his wings. Does it pertain to these?
Destiny. Unfulfilled. Legacy. Fate.
Fate.
And with that, the owl's gonna start to fly.
I'll fly with him.
So you're flying after him, and you fly fast, like quick, like almost like you have no control of where you're going. You're just following this owl, and the night skies whiz by, and the night sky flies past you until the owl suddenly stops, and you stop as well. You look up at the sky. The sky is different than you've ever seen it before. There are more stars.
Is there
Yeah.
Is there like a specific constellation that I might be able to remember?
Make me an intelligence check. The DC is going to be 12. So no.
No.
But
Okay.
you can tell that it's different. And as you look down upon the land, you see what you see is a great field in flames. You see what looks to be a war stretched out
So-
across the land.
Is this land more like plains then because of the great field?
No, what you see You see the Fanatic River. Botanic River.
The Fanatic River.
Yeah. Shut up. You
They're
see
gonna
the
throw us.
Botanic River. But not around it is not desert. Around it is a tundra. Ice and snow. You feel the biting
Are-
wind across your skin and across your wings.
So he kind of like, I guess, makes the shiver gesture a little bit. And then he flies down to see if he can see what the people are wearing.
The people are wearing armor that you've never seen before, and they're in battle lines. They look to be preparing. Shields interlocked, spears at the ready. Everyone looking forward with grim resolve.
He turns back to the owl and he says, "Why?"
Destiny. Unresolved. Resolution. And with that, the ground begins to shake beneath you, and you're shaken out of your meditation.
He'll write it down in his journal, what happened in the dream. Mostly because I'm also writing it down.
Okay.
And then he'll wait until the morning time to tell the others because he thinks it has to pertain with their current journey.
All right. Yeah. And Adric, you also have a dream.
Welcome.
Because it's the river that runs through Azalusha, right?
Yeah. It's a very distinct river.
Yeah.
Adric, you see emblazoned across the sky as you sleep an eye not of fire as you're accustomed to seeing your omens from your god, but of lightning. An eye carved in lightning flashes across the sky as you sleep. You don't remember anything else from your dream, but that image is burned into your mind.
Huh. That's all I remember.
That's all you remember.
Write that down.
And after that, with that, the rest of you sleep fairly soundly.
All right.
You guys are woken before the sun rises. As you guys prepare, you guys eat your morning meal, make whatever last minute preparations you have, and with that, you all set out across the desert.
Hiroki goes to Anipe and asks if she knows if there's a tundra-like portion of the Fatnitic River.
Would I definitely would know that. David?
There is not.
Yeah, there's not.
Not in
There is
recorded
not.
history.
Why do you ask?
I had a strange dream last night, and there was a war taking place near an icy portion of the Fatnitic River.
Dreams are odd. What can I say?
They are. So, yeah, then I guess they do head out. Hiroki is reading the journal of Darren, by the way, when they're traveling.
All right. So while you're traveling, I will tell you what the journal says. So basically, the journal is his accounts with the people, and at first they seem very, very like philanthropic, like he's trying to teach them like things that he considers civilized, and he's learning about like their customs and their rituals. But as you read on, his tone changes from one of intrigue to one of envy. He only refers to this item as a key. Like he says, I wish I could take this key with me. They know not what they hold. Where they hold the key to they hold the key to a power unknown. And one of the later entries says something along the lines of, I have steeled my resolve, and I am prepared to do what I need to do."
Does he have like a drawing of this key?
He does not.
Okay. All right. So I presume it'll take him like what 2 days to finish the journal.
Yeah. So you
Alright.
all start heading through the.
Oh, does he mention the people that he's with by name? Is it the tribe?
He does not mention them by name. He kind of just refers to them all as like savages.
Ah.
I need one of you to roll me survival, and someone else to roll me a D100.
I'll roll Oh, one of you to roll survival.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
I rolled the
Yeah, because
D100.
I'm preoccupied, so if I roll it, it'd be
Yeah.
at disadvantage.
I have a fairly high survival modifier.
Go ahead and do it then.
Yeah.
So do
All right.
I.
So yeah, you're continuing on your way. You're not lost. You know where you're going. Tali, this is not your favorite terrain, is it?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so.
This is my favorite terrain, but I only have a 3 bonus.
Wait, the favorite terrain is a ranger specifically.
Oh, okay.
Did we ever get camels in a cart?
Yeah, you guys did. I'll assume that the Arch Paladin Tarval paid for your expenses.
Okay.
Nice.
You guys
Since
will have
it's
to return
related.
them, but you guys
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
used
we can utilize them for now.
So
For the
you-
mission.
On the first day of travel, you guys come across an oasis. This is around like early evening.
Okay,
around
so later on into
around
our
4
travel.
or 5 o'clock.
So where we should be thinking about a place to rest.
Yeah. You guys spot the oasis from quite a distance away. There are flowers and plants. And yeah, a desert spring. That holds clean, clear water.
Is someone just like going off with a nail clipper?
Sorry.
Oh no! It's not like distracting. It just went
It's a
from like
pen.
very slow to like very very fast, and I'm like,
It's a pen.
okay.
Everyone can make me a perception check.
Do
Hey, that's not bad.
Anyone who rolled above a 15.
1 person. 2 people.
Three
Three.
people.
3 people.
3 people.
You all, those of you above a 15 see a group of ostriches, but the ostriches are saddled.
That's cool.
Someone else is here.
There's no people?
Not that you can see.
Hiroki will be kind of like on watch as they approach then because there's no people. And that's curious.
As you all get closer, you guys can repeat your perception check.
Oof.
So Villain and Atali, you both see some brownish yellow like scaled kobolds drinking from the oasis.
quick lore question:
Yeah.
are kobolds in this universe still the natural enemy of Skaven?
Would they be? I'm not sure.
Because like all lizardmen are Skaven's natural enemies in Warhammer.
Devour the rat.
Basically, not wrong.
Well, that'd be more lizard folk in this world. Kobolds are more seen as like
Dragon fodder.
dragon, yeah.
Okay.
Not so much like lizard, because there are explicit like lizard folk.
Okay.
They're viewed as like a nuisance, kind of like they're viewed on the same level as Skaven or goblins, for that matter.
They still like to hoard.
Yeah. They're
Um,
treated very similarly across like most societies.
Do you tell us that there are kobolds?
So would Anipe or Hiroki be closer in the caravan that we have?
I mean, you guys are all kind of just riding in whatever order, right?
Well,
We can
I'm
hear
in
each
the-
other. We
I'm in
can
the
hear
fir-
each other.
I want to say it because I don't want the giant to know.
I mean, Atali also notices.
You think that villain cares? So he pokes Anipe and points out the kobold.
There are 11 of them.
Do I know what they are?
I think everyone would know what a kobold is.
Kobold? Yeah, you know what a kobold is.
They're angry.
They're not angry. They're
Are they gonna whack us if we get close?
depends.
All right. Are they in our way, or are they just chill? They're chilling at the oasis, right?
Yeah, they're just drinking and they seem to be sitting and like
Let's go to the opposite side of the oasis then. Fuck
the
'em.
oasis is not that large.
Yeah,
They're still an opposite side.
Yeah.
yeah. Just make it clear that we're just keeping our distance. We're hanging out.
At this point, when we get closer, do we see them?
Yeah, and they see you and like they like one of them with like one of them seems to like be who seems to be in charge like snaps at them and like gets them and like they form like they're holding like what to you guys are small shields but to them are like fairly large shields and like fairly long spears. Like even for their small size, they're long spears. They seem to be like made to be
They're in
able
a
to-
phalanx formation.
Yeah, they are in a phalanx formation, and like they kind of form up, and like they put the front of the phalanx towards the direction you guys are coming from.
I skitter over, but make sure I'm away from the tips of the spears.
Okay, I chose primordial instead of draconic.
I can speak Draconic.
We don't know that,
No, you don't.
but I would recommend trying to Iltaki.
So like you guys are still a couple hundred feet away from them. They're just like in formation.
Yeah, they're not approaching us, right?
No, not yet.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're fine.
Do you guys continue your approach?
Of the oasis.
Yeah, towards the oasis.
So we're not at the oasis yet.
No, you guys are about a couple hundred feet out.
Okay.
We need to stop there tonight.
I'd say we should approach to within reasonable hearing distance.
Yeah, and like they're not aggressing towards you. They seem to be more afraid of you than you.
Yeah, let's just make a point to skirt around and hang out on the opposite side.
Well, I'm saying within hearing distance. We're only traveling. We have no ill intentions.
Yeah. Mm.
We've just been traveling for a full day. So is everyone okay with approaching within reasonable hearing distance and saying stuff like that?
Sure.
Yep.
Onwards.
So you guys approach within hearing distance, and then one of the one in the center, he yells out in like common, like broke, like you can tell he doesn't speak this tongue often. he yells out in common, "Halt! State your state your intent." Basically.
Just passing through. We're travelers. We've traveled a full day and we need some rest.
He turns towards one of his the people next to him and he starts talking to them, and then he mounts up onto an ostrich, and he yells parlay.
Parley.
And so he rides out halfway between his phalanx and you guys, and he waits there.
Which one of us should go out there? His comment is really bad.
I
I'll just go.
I don't know if you should go. You're kind
We
of
don't want-
terrifying.
we don't want Giant going.
I will go. I look on.
I will ask them in Draconic whether or not they speak the language of worms.
As you say that, they perk up and he shakes his head yes, and he responds in Draconic. He goes, you as well know the mother tongue. I will speak to you.
I'll hop off the cart.
All right, go for it.
So he dismounts his ostrich.
You have Goliath standing in front of kobolds.
Actually, no, yeah, you're Goliath. He's gonna stand on top of the back of his ostrich, so he's chest height with you.
I will. Yeah. All right.
And he goes, and he as you approach, you go up to him, and he holds out his hand tentatively, he doesn't want to get crushed, but it's a gesture of good faith.
I'll take a look down at his hand as
2 fingers. Use 2 fingers to shake it.
I'll look at his hand and then I'll look at mine and just give him a nod, yeah. But
He
I
gives
don't
you an
think that's gonna
appreciative
work.
nod back.
Yes. Yes. I would have totally gone for the 2-finger gentle shake.
No, that would be rude.
I don't think so, because it would be it would still be a handshake.
It is, but it's more condescending, if that makes
No,
sense.
it's only condescending if you look smug while you're doing it. But if you look friendly enough. Oh wait, never mind. It's a tolly.
Yeah, hold on. Wow, some of these water spells are really cool. Skylar.
The ones that made.
You have
Nope.
you have a ray attack at first level. That's kind of
Where are they?
they're under homebrew content in the respective folder.
Here, guys, I'll be right back.
Hockey dorky.
Yeah, these are actually really, really cool.
Yeah, I got most of them from. I actually got them from a a homebrew website. I got most of them and then I modified them.
Yeah, I like going to homebrew websites for inspiration. Some of them are pretty broken, and then some of them are pretty useless. But
Yeah.
Scalding Reprisal just seems incredibly potent.
Oh God.
All right. So the food that I ordered did not come, so I just had to get a refund because whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he says my battalion is here. We are traveling through as well. And he says, you all can set. He goes, we wish no quarrel with you.
Then you
Battalion.
shall have none.
A battalion. Are you the vanguard? Like, how many ostriches do we see?
There are 11
Definitely-
ostriches.
Yeah. Okay. So not a battalion's worth of ostriches.
But there's also 11 kobolds, and
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Okay.
it,
They seem
okay,
to, they
think
seem
like
to be
a
like
kobold,
the
too.
kobold equivalent of like a cavalry regiment.
okay. Yeah. All right. I'll ask him. Is this your battalion?
Yes.
Well, we wish no quarrel either. We wish to. We were planning on making camp at the Oasis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We wish to make camp. Would the other side be all right?
He looks at you and he says, he looks at you and he says, he basically gives you that. He tells you he says, in a gesture of good faith, I will warn you, be careful of the plants.
Of the
Of the what? You
Plant?
cut out.
The plants.
Okay.
plants. Thank you kindly.
And with that, he'll ride back to his battalion, and his battalion like goes back to swimming in the oasis.
All right. Yeah. I go back and just say, yeah, camp's fine.
All right, we set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So do you
Do you tell us beware of the plants?
Not yet. I don't see any plants. It doesn't seem pertinent.
Well, it's an oasis. There are
Yeah,
plants.
there are plants. There are bushes of flowers and berries.
Okay. Well, yeah, then I'll mention it. Not putting too much emphasis on it though. Just like, yeah, and just like careful around it.
Do I know about these plants? I feel like I should.
They seem to be normal oasis plants.
Well, right. Do I know about dangerous normal oasis plants?
Most of the plants that grow around the oasis are planted there. Like were planted there by people who like made these routes so that like people who stayed at the oasis would be able to eat something. So they're, like,
I don't think I
medicinal
carry
herbs
around
planted
any
here.
seeds. I don't think I carry around any seeds because Hiroki would totally also plant.
I mean, is there one like stuck to your clothes or something?
Actually, he'll rummage through his belongings. Does he find like a fruit that's about to go bad or something?
Yeah, we'll see he does.
Neat. So he'll dig a little bit of a hole and put the fruit in there and then cover it.
Okay. Yeah. So what do the rest of you do? Are you all just like gonna set up?
I am gonna drink
Crash?
some water, munch some food, coordinate a watch,
What food,
and then
where are you getting the food and water from?
water from the oasis, food from our packs.
All right. Let me.
I mean,
see.
what's his face? Adric also said that he had food and
Yeah.
water, which creates enough for a day for 15 people, right?
Skylar, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck, where's my wisdom?
I will also completely trust in your
Well,
food
I didn't
because you
pass.
are fellow Ilumkarian, and not only that,
So
you are
as you
quite
drink
religious.
the water from the oasis, you pass out, right?
Okay.
However, as you pass out, your vision, you begin to float. You feel yourself being pulled out of your mortal body. You've heard of this before. It's called astral projection.
Okay.
Your spirit floats up and up.
as I see him,
Do we
fall
notice?
Yeah, you guys
this?
notice Skylar drink from the oasis and pass out.
Is he in the oasis? Like, is he in the water or is he off to the side?
He's
He's
probably off to the side.
He like filled up his water skin and then
Oh,
drank from
okay.
it and then passed out.
I'm gonna bring Anipe back to our and make sure that she's like within good safe distance of each of us.
Yeah, and so
And try to figure out what's going on, but I don't think that's gonna happen until she wakes up.
yeah, you float back and you go to this like the same kind of place that you were in your dream, where you see all the rivers of the land form the spine of a crocodile.
Yeah.
And this oasis is one of the eyes.
Okay.
You see the eye looking up at you, staring.
Hello.
Still staring.
I stare back. Is there anything that it seems like I can interact with, or is it just I'm kind of floating there above
I don't
whatever?
know. You have to figure this out yourself, Skylar.
Well, I'm asking, like, is there anything around me that looks like, or am I literally floating 1,000 feet in the air at this giant crocodile?
So from based on your perspective, you are only about 5 feet away from the crocodile. Though if you look at it as a map, you are really high up.
Okay. Can I reach out and try to touch it?
As you do, you feel soothing water. This like soothing cold water flow across your skin.
I dip me into the water.
So you begin swimming through the water. You feel refreshed and you hear one word in your mind. Favor.
Favor.
And as quickly as it happened, your astral form begins to fall and fall and fall. And you wake up in your normal body, the wind knocked out of you. And it's only been about 10
Except
minutes.
now you are not by the river.
Yeah, you are no
by the
longer by
oasis.
the oasis.
All right. I kind of shake myself awake. I figured that the water is what made me pass out. And I'll make
Hiroki is next to you
a
and he's
vague-
going, "Are you okay?"
Oh, yeah. I make a vague, offhanded comment about something about a vision, but it's nothing specific.
Maybe the crocodile is just Guy Fieri with a speech impediment.
What the fuck? I like it.
Well, the guides in the universe can be as vague as the DM wants.
Guy Fieri.
With a speech impediment.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so
It's
that
Guy Fieri.
so are any of you interacting with the plants?
No.
With the plants?
Yes.
I mean, aside from planting the
Aside
the
from
thing,
planting your own.
he might like record some of the flora around.
I would
Because-
like to. Oh,
I presume there are like normal plants, but from like all kinds of places.
Yeah, they seem to be mostly medicinal or like sustainable, like ones that you would eat. If you'd like to learn more, you can make a nature check.
I will do so.
may I also try to look to see if there's any ones that could possibly be made into poison that I will not say?
Nature 18.
Say again, Nick.
He wants to make
I
poison.
want poison plants.
So there's no real like distinctively poisonous plants here, but like much of the medicinal plants in large enough doses is poisonous. You know?
So you could probably make a concentrated paste.
Yeah, you could.
Close enough.
Yeah, you're successful in that. Wait, so you pick a plant?
Hiroki picks some for medicinal purposes.
Okay. If you're picking a plant, I need you to roll me 1d2. All right. So, okay, and villain.
So there are plants there that can be concentrated
to create
down.
poison. Yes.
Okay.
So as you go to pick one, roll me a d2.
He'll only
How
pick
do, how
ones
do you
that
do the command?
recognize from his
Slash
nature
R.
check.
/r space 1d whatever. Okay. Hiroki, make me a dexterity saving throw. Villain, make me a constitution saving throw.
Hmm.
Can I get
So-
the dexterity one?
No, you rolled a 2.
Wait, that's actually not bad for both.
So both of you succeed. Alright, so Hiroki, the plant
What?
you pick explodes into a ball of fire. So you take half damage, but it is... Oh, whoops. You take 6 damage.
Alright, neat.
Nice, just like straight up a fireball.
No, I think fireballs.
It's a
Fireball is
miniature
8d6.
fireball. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
mini
it's
fireball.
half of this. Okay.
Fireball.
Isn't fireball 68?
8d6.
So, do I know it to be a plant that doesn't
Huh?
that? Do
Say
I know
again,
it to
Emma?
be a
You
plant
cut
that
out.
doesn't? Do I know it to be a plant that doesn't normally do that?
Yes.
I am
Mm,
very shocked, and also, what do you call it?
Nick, you also take 6
Attempt.
damage.
I guess I'll have Hiroki attempt to like meditate upon the holiness of this place. I guess, or like if there are guardians, like throughout his knowledge of history or whatever.
There's no reason why this should do this. From looking at it, the plants seem normal.
Villain tries to cut a piece of the plant into one of the glass jars that he has.
All right, so he prays an apology for causing the explosion and does not proceed to pick another plant.
Sorry, tell me what villain does again?
Using a dagger, he cuts off a piece of the plant and tries to get it inside one of the glass jars that he has.
He's gonna cut the plant again.
Except not holding it, but like trying to aim it into a glass jar.
Make me another Constitution saving throw. You fail this time.
Big sad.
Jeeper creeper.
Even though I'm not touching it at all.
Oh, how are you gonna cut it without touching it?
Well,
Like
Just
like
slicing the-
as you cut it or pick it from the stem where you like the incision's made, like poisonous gas like flows out like boom.
I'm immune to poison.
Oh, then never mind. You don't take that damage.
What about the damage prior?
Yeah, that was also poison.
Oh. Okay.
If it's a con save, it's probably poison
Oh,
or
okay.
disease. But
Poison or an instant death effect.
Literally
Are you
immune
hit
to
poison? I
both
thought
of
you were immune
those.
to disease, not poison.
I'm immune to both poison and disease.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah. Then, yeah, you're fine.
nice. Here.
So you really shouldn't have to worry about making con saves except for like later on.
Except for
Yeah, let's start Once
Finger
people
of
start
death?
shooting death magic at you, then you should be worried. But until then, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so
basically.
since I'm immune to this, can I try to trap any of the gas?
You're trying to trap gas in a glass jar.
Yes.
Yeah, you hold the glass
Okay,
jar
okay.
upside down
Wait,
over it as
wait,
it
wait.
floats up.
But you're
No.
not gonna be able to get a concentrated enough gas. To
Can I do intelligence to be able to do what I'm about to say?
yeah.
I feel like I need to do this because. Okay. I use my bagpipes to be able to suck the poison into the bag.
Oh god.
Fucking what?
Oh
What?
god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
There's
I'm
no
scared.
way. Okay, I don't think you understand how bagpipes work. There's no way that you are able to, like, suck.
Nick,
Well,
I'm
you
kind
need
of
to-
confused about what you're doing.
I'm just trying to get the poison inside the bagpipe container. Right,
Oh,
or the-
So,
Inside the
Yeah.
bagpipe. I thought you said bag. Yes, you can
No.
use your bagpipes for this.
wait,
okay.
so how are the kobolds swimming in the oasis? Like
With their limbs.
wait, but how do you generate like the force?
yeah,
to,
but
like,
don't you still
poison
swallow
into the
some
bagpipe?
water when you
You know,
swim?
he already said yes, so
No, I just want to know how it works.
How what works?
How do you suck air into the bagpipe like that?
Like blowing, but the opposite.
because normally you blow into a bagpipe to
Well, you blow
release
into
the
bagpipe
air.
to make sound, but there's also like a pump for air, which is like how you produce sound with it.
Hmm.
So I'm basically using that except putting it in the poison gas, trying to suck it into that.
Interesting.
Okay, yes,
Hey.
you have a jar full of poisonous gas.
Excuse me, a bagpipe full of poisonous gas.
Well, you can't just leave it in the bagpipe.
True.
Because it'll just leak out.
Mm-hmm.
So he puts it into the jar from the bagpipe. So we hear awful bagpipe noises as he's trying to just.
Oh,
All we see is some
100%.
retarded little rat boy like squeaking his stupid ass bagpipe at someone or at something and like dancing around.
I
I'm
mean, as
basically
long
getting-
as the kobolds aren't irritated, I'm
I-
fine with it.
I'm basically getting high off of poisonous gas. I'm living it.
All right.
Hiroki,
You're living your best life.
Hiroki shakes his head. Then he, what do you call it? He prays over, asking if he can just take some water from the oasis, basically like his own personal tree hugger business. And then he'll empty his water skin and take some water from the oasis, seeing how.
Wouldn't you see me drink and then pass out?
Yeah, he's not going to drink it. He just has it.
Ah,
What is
fine.
the name of this oasis?
You don't know. It doesn't have a name. It's not named on the maps.
Oasis water. All right, I'm just going to say oasis. So he has some of that.
Okay.
It's called Best Plants Ever. Yes, yes.
So Nick,
Well,
you, like,
because
you're
visibly
just
high
picking
at
from
this
one
point?
plant, right?
Visibly high.
You're just picking
Yeah,
from one plant, right?
This is just one plant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'd have to roll to see if it's a fire plant.
No, it was poison. So basically, how it goes is he tries to take a piece of the plant. Poison gas comes out. He goes like, "Excuse me," and then triggers it again, except with his knife to get more poison gas into his bagpipe, which then gets piped into a glass jar. And he's getting high the entire
You
time
have a
because
And
glass
it all-
jar of poisonous gas.
It sounds at this point I'm starting to imagine it sounds like an accordion with developmental issues.
Probably.
how villain plays it. Yes.
And then before bedtime, he'll start playing around with the Crescendian Pungi, practicing so he can get better.
Pung.
Okay. Yeah. So with that, you all drift off. Are you guys setting a watch?
Yes. I'll have Hiroki watch later on in the night, so for those without dark vision, can watch like earlier in the watch orders.
So yeah. Type out in
I
chat your
see
watch
in
order.
dark too.
Are the days long or short? Basically, is it like spring, summer, fall,
The
winter?
days are long.
Okay, so it's like summer, the equivalent of summer, which makes the days really really hot here. Okay.
Yeah. So put your order, put your watch order in the chat.
I'll watch second
I'll
because
do-
that's gonna be when it's darkest.
How many? There's 3 watches.
Yeah, 3 watches.
I'll
I
take
also
the
have-
watch.
I also have dark
we have,
vision,
we have
so
3 dark vision.
Oh, okay. Then
I
we
just
can
wanna
just
take
have
the
the
watch.
people with dark vision watch.
I guess
You guys are only doing one person on watch at a time.
we could do a dark version and.
I mean,
dark vision.
Villain watch would have 2 because he has the bird, so he can watch by himself.
excuse me. What did you just say?
This is all out of character, dude.
I know. You said the bird though. Insulting
Yes.
that way.
I don't remember his name half the time because it's literally just Net.
Correct.
Yes.
Big sad.
When I pause when I'm speaking, just so I can remember people's names properly.
You're a name properly.
We should just do pairs for each watch.
Yeah, so
I'll be in the first. We'll have a dark vision each. I'll be first.
you and Anipe first?
Sure.
And then
Wait, Adric, do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
How do you have dark vision? You're a human.
Dwarf.
I'm a
Dwarf.
Oh, dwarf. Never mind.
Dwarf.
Yeah.
they kind of did that. And then I'll watch with Atali. So that villain doesn't have to watch with Atali.
It wouldn't be watching, it would be fighting.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'll watch with Atali.
And that leaves Nat and Villain on last watch, right?
Yes.
All right. Everyone on your watch, for each watch, I need you all to roll me 2 perception checks, 1 for each person, and then 1.
Why don't we just roll once and use both of those rolls?
Because
Yeah,
different
each
modifiers.
different modifiers?
So 2 perceptions.
Yep.
Oh no. Anipe 1 perception and Adric rolls 1 perception, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're 18 and his 16.
All right. Now, one of you two on first watch, roll me a D100.
I got it.
I already did it.
Yeah,
I like
damn.
random encounter tables.
So random encounter tables, I had an interesting experience with that in my first rounds of DMing because I set it up that way encounters would be extremely rare because I would have to roll max on like 3 different dice.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have to roll max on 2d6s and then a d20, and I would always roll max. So I would just always have an encounter.
Your guys' watch goes by uneventfully. Next watch.
All right. Okay, now, ladies.
Win game?
No.
All right, I'm gonna finish the.
That's Ollie?
You guys good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perception. I like the slash mark at the end.
Mm.
All right. Now, one of you roll me a D100.
Got it.
God, you guys are just rolling 50s.
You should let me roll. I have a tendency to roll 80s or above on D100s.
Emma, as you're kind of just wandering, or actually, yeah, who rolled higher on perception?
I
Emma,
did.
As you're wandering around,
Wait,
just like
I had
wandering around
disadvantage on it.
watching, you smell something.
What does it smell like?
You smell something that smells like cinnamon.
Oh, I love cinnamon. I don't know if Hiroki even knows what cinnamon is. Is it a Lumkarian?
He would at least be familiar with it.
Okay. He'll where is it strongest? Because he's walking around for the watch.
Yeah,
So where is
so-
it strongest?
It's not near any of the bushes, but roll me an investigation check.
That's a nice investigation check.
One of the patches of sand seems to just smell like cinnamon, and it's slightly different colored too.
Clearly, it's cinnamon. Start shoveling it in your mouth.
Wait, that's a good way to kill yourself. Hold on.
Exactly.
He'll take his halberd and with the 10-foot reach, kind of like tossle the sand around a little bit
It's sand.
to see, like, well, to kind of like see if there's something underneath.
Nope.
Because he
just
can
sand.
stick it in there.
Just sand.
Just sand.
Just sand.
Just sand. Cinnamon smelling sand.
Correct.
So as he's jostling it around, nothing happens.
Nope.
All right. Let's see. He'll pick some up and put it in a jar.
How much of it? How much of it are you gonna pick up?
About a handful.
How much?
You
How
have
much
been
is that in
paid
pounds?
your currency.
Make a wisdom save.
He's
But you have been
small.
paid your
He's a
currency.
smaller man,
Alright.
or an average sized man.
So like quarter of a pound, half a pound, something like that.
Probably a half pound. I don't know.
Okay, half pound.
For a single handful?
Yeah. Or is that
That's a fair
too
bit.
much? Okay, quarter pound then.
Okay.
Quarter pound of cinnamon smelling sand.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
That's
And
gonna be a
then-
All right, Emma,
charisma
is that your
throw.
final answer? That's how much sand you're picking up.
Yeah, quarter pound.
All right, you can list its gold value at 12.5 gold pieces.
Hell yeah.
Per grain.
Cinnamon sand.
All right.
12.5 GP worth.
Next
Right?
watch. Yeah. Next watch. It's worth 50 gold pieces a pound.
The first one is for net.
Oh, you rolled that. Cool. I don't have to roll that.
It doesn't change. Oh, I can change what characters roll. And then a D100.
93. Nice. Okay, well, maybe. I don't know what's on this encounter.
Also, David, for minor encounters with nature, solely because I don't want to have to say it every time, Hiroki does like pray over his interactions with it. Like especially if he takes from the land.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. So yeah, your watch goes uneventfully.
I don't see anything with my perception.
If there was something to see, you would have seen it, but there was nothing to see, so you see nothing.
Uneventful. Also, David, did you see what I sent you in
Yes,
the picture?
I did. All right, so you all wake up in the morning.
One of the things that Hiroki's gonna do is see if the sand patch is still there.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
He's gonna scratch his head and wonder and be like, what the fuck? Like mentally to himself. He's just like,
Mhm.
what is going on?
All right, so who's leading today? Who's making the survival check today?
Probably the same person.
Yeah, probably because it's the highest roll out of all of us, I think.
Yeah.
And Hiroki reads the last half of the journal.
Yep.
Oh, and I guess I made more food and water for.
Yep. Knock off those spell slots.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, and I have my HP back. From the fire plant.
Hmm.
No touch the fire plant that's not actually a fire plant. This place is weird. He's gonna call in his journal. He's gonna call this the Oasis of Deception.
Yeah. So who was the one making survival checks for you guys?
I was.
Roll me another survival check, and then someone else roll me a D100.
Nope.
I got a tiny number.
So you get lost a little bit. Well, you wander slightly off path. But you guys come across this valley, right? And as you guys are atop the dune looking down into this valley, you see skeletons. Hundreds and hundreds of skeletons.
Do the skeletons have worn armor?
No, most of them are animal skeletons.
Oh, okay.
There are occasional there are a few humanoid skeletons of those unfortunate enough to come through
Can I make a sombrero out of bones?
I'm sorry, what?
here.
You fucking heard me.
If you go down there and check.
No, I'd rather not.
You all can make me a perception check, please.
Please.
Including that.
Yeah.
Does it smell of death?
No. Surprisingly, it does not smell bad at all.
Well, it looks like Viln got it.
Viln and Atali. You guys see. You guys are looking closely, and you look closer, and you see that the sand here, it's not all sand. Ants. Millions upon millions of ants that
Fuck
blended with the
ants.
sand are swarming over these skeletons and picking them clean.
Stop, halt, stop.
Okay, we do. What's wrong?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I listen. Why are we stopping?
Ant, large ants, large. Pile.
Now that he mentions it, do we notice?
Yes.
Let's steer very clear of these. I know about them because they're probably local fauna.
Yeah.
Insecta.
They're basically fire ants.
They're fuck ants.
You go in there, you probably get dead.
I mean, there are ways to go through here, such as, area of effect spells to clear them out for just long enough for you to run through.
No.
But also, we veered off course anyway.
Yeah, but you guys don't know
We
that
should
you veered off
probab-
course.
Yeah, that's fair.
You guys think that the best way through is through here.
Could we
okay,
go
right.
around it then?
But can we just go around it?
You guys need to go across this valley.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, and
Around
this valley extends as far as the eye can see in either direction.
Okay, cool. Let's go around it.
Okay, you as a desert traveler would know that's a very bad idea.
I know, but also ants. I have a
Oh.
problem. Fuck ants.
Why don't you just cast one of your nice fucking water spells and drown them?
Create water.
That doesn't create a large enough amount of water.
Yeah, that's the best thing I got. That's the
No.
most water. That is the most water that I can create.
Okay,
We get burned.
I don't know how your spell list works as a way of the four elements.
Consider
They are fire and they probably resist fire, but then again, they probably have 2 HP.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
Sky-
also like Aqua Jet.
Do I have? I don't. Well, because the thing is, I don't have any of those technically, because I took what we had at our
because I
fingertips.
created these, I'll let you switch them out now.
Okay. Let me open it again real quick then.
This is like a puzzle. You guys just need to find a solution.
Put it around.
You see, I can get across just fine.
Wait, is it kind of hilly?
It's a valley.
It's a valley.
It's a valley?
It's about
okay.
600 feet from where you guys are to where you want
All
to
right.
be.
All right. I think I got this. I'm gonna cast an aqua jet at it.
Could we
and
sand
just-
surf down?
Yes,
In the
into
cart?
ants. Into the
Oh.
ants.
Yikers.
just directly into the fuck pit? I'm taking my toboggan directly into Fucktown. That is a bad idea.
And Guy Fieri with the speech impediment.
How wide across is it?
Complete with the flaming t-shirt.
So it's the valley is actually the valley's probably closer to like 800 feet across and like 100 feet down from where you guys are.
I'm just gonna cast Hydro Burst, like a lot, and just drown all, like just
Not
over and
Okay.
over.
okay. So here's
Do the ants cover the whole valley or just part
Hydroburst
of it?
Hydroburst only affects one creature at a time.
Okay, then Aqua Jet, and then I take a short rest in between
David.
everyone.
Do the
Okay,
ants
but-
cover the whole valley or just mostly the center?
The like from like so like you guys are up on the dunes, right? So from like
Yeah.
50 feet down all the way across.
So as a puzzle, they are effectively infinite, Skylar.
Yeah.
So Aquajet will not, and a million Aquajets will put no dent into infinity.
But Infinity would.
Okay, but also we don't have the time for that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm having a very hard time thinking. Yeah. might-
Just a heads up, this is kind of how I run a lot of the puzzles in Dungeons and Dragons. I come up with a problem with no definite solution, and it's up to you guys to find a solution.
I mean, that's fun. Sorry, I just can't think right now. I'm a little bit hungry. I mean, and by a little bit, I mean.
If you guys would like, we can break here for you guys to eat, and for you guys to figure out a solution.
It's gonna be probably 40 minutes before I can.
Yeah, if we break now, then there's probably no chance that we'll get through
Yeah,
a good
because
amount.
if we break now, by the time that I'm back, Justin will need to leave.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough. We'll break when Justin has to go.
I'm pretty sure. Here, if you give me a minute, I can go check. But I am pretty sure that dinner has been moved up for me. So
All right, go check.
So
Until then, I want to hear brainstorming. What's your guys'
Well-
ideas?
what we could do is I could cast Spirit Guardians, and we very slowly walk through them and hope that most of them fail their Wisdom saving.
Ants
Does
have a
any-
ants
Do
have
they
a
even have
score of
wisdom?
1.
What was that?
Ants have a
Exactly.
wisdom score of 1.
Okay, so they basically will they basically auto fail then, or they get
No, I'm gonna
They
roll
s-
for each individual fucking ant, Nick.
Okay.
And if they roll
Alright,
one time,
So I can just cast Spirit Guardian, and we can slowly walk through, and as long as everyone stays within 15 feet of me, we'll be fine.
That actually sounds pretty neat.
As long as we can get across in 10.
Oh yeah, we should be able to.
Yeah. Let me see. What level spell is Spirit Guardians?
It's 3rd level.
On a failed save.
3D.
Yeah, you can get
Oh,
200
Nick,
feet.
it doesn't matter. On a successful save, they take half as much damage. Each
Oh.
individual ant has like a quarter of a hit point.
Okay. So, yeah, we're fine then.
Yeah, so we could do that. As just ant corpses just
all right.
mark our path.
So I've got 15 minutes.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, Nick has found a solution.
What was the solution?
Spirit
I cast
Guardian.
Spirit Guardian, and we go walk through.
Yeah, because Spirit Guardians
because
you can
the
move.
ants have a wisdom score of 1, so they auto fail the save and
Spirit
die.
Guardians is just around you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, perfect. You can move 300 feet per minute, which is like we move across in like 3 minutes
basically.
and you still have like a lot of time to spare with your Spirit Guardians.
Yeah. So is this what you guys are gonna do?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
All right. So Nick, you cast Spirit Guardian. You expend the spell slot, right?
Yep.
All right.
I don't know how good of an idea this is.
Why?
Okay, so how many ants do you think there are per 5 feet?
Many.
Yeah, and they
How
have
many-
a quarter
okay,
of a
how
hit
many-
point.
How many do you
And
think
no
critically
wisdom.
succeed?
What was that?
Oh, it's on a successful save. It takes half damage. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have like a
Wait.
quarter health point.
Yeah. All right. I see now. Okay.
Basically, anything we walk into will die.
So yeah, you
Not
guys-
anything, but all the ants.
As Adric starts walking forward, the ants like just sizzle and disintegrate, leaving behind bones. The bones
bone?
of the fallen. Like you see what one of you can identify as like the bones of a basilisk.
That's kind of scary if ants
That's
be eating
terrifying.
them.
Is there
To be
any
fair,
shinies?
Oh god.
There are some humanoid bodies if you all would like to take the time to loot.
No.
I would like to make armor out of bone.
I would like to make haste.
I would like to make haste. I'm
Okay.
following.
I won't steal anybody's.
I'm
bone.
unfortunately stuck to following Adric.
Do I see any shinies while we're walking?
It's honestly up to Adric.
I'm
You
gonna
just walk
keep
straight through?
slowly walking.
Yeah, okay. We're just walking then.
Yeah.
Unless you want to chance not having the
Unless you
spirit
want to chance
guardians.
the ants.
No.
So, and like what you guys see is like in the patches of like ground that you guys can see, it looks to be just like these bones are covering up just like a gigantic like ant colony.
Ant.
Yeah, we better walk through.
You guys make it successfully to the other side.
Cool.
That was a good solution, Nick. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Hiroki apologized for the millions and billions of ants they've just murderized.
Murderized.
Well, like, and you guys can see as soon as like right behind the aura that Adric is creating, ants are swarming back.
They look for vengeance.
No, they look for food.
That was probably also another acceptable like solution, was for you guys to kill one of your camels and throw its carcass down yonder and just book it.
Just sprint. Oh my god.
That
I would
doesn't
prob-
really work actually. With the
No, because it would be more of a perception thing on the ant side, and I guarantee.
no. Okay, think about it like this. Even if all the ants do see it, they have enough ants to swarm behind our spirit guardians as soon as it's placed.
Yeah.
Like I think there would be a surge of ants there, but it wouldn't be enough to drain the rest of them.
Yeah, so
Well, but
we don't have to get rid of
ants-
it.
ants-
Alternatively, what we
Ants-
could have done is get enough camels to create basically 2 rows of just camel.
You could have gotten enough
So that we-
camels to fill up the valley.
Okay.
Just fill the camel with valleys.
Okay, well at this point I'm perfectly fine with Ant Moses, alright?
And Moses. Yeah, so
I mean, it's technically less resources because spell slots are replenishable. Camels are not when we're already out in the desert.
Wait, but if there's Ant Moses, that implies the existence of an Ant Pharaoh.
The
That's
queen.
Fuck, man.
What if the queen was a giant ant? That would have been terrifying.
Thick ant bitch.
I don't think she's gonna leave the colony.
All right.
But we better keep on keeping on.
all right, and
That was my eyes.
so yeah.
Head.
Uh, someone now roll me another D100.
I got this.
No, I want to.
Oh.
I want to do it. I got a better one than you.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did. It's a bigger number.
I mean, if he put the encounters in per group of 10s,
All right, so yeah, you guys.
Then it doesn't matter.
You guys come across a cave. It's beginning to be evening. You guys traveled for the rest of the day. You guys come across like a rocky outcropping with a cave inset into You all are currently standing outside of the cave.
Guess go check it inside. Leave somebody to watch the camels outside. See if it's
Make
safe.
me a perception check. Whoever's walking into the cave.
I will.
Perception check. Wait, you have dark
wait.
vision. Never mind.
Yeah.
So at the cave is fairly shallow, but in the back of the cave, you see a figure,
Humanoid?
humanoid, bound in chains with celestial written on them.
Okay,
And
I'm not gonna
radiant-
break those.
and radiant magic. And like a magic circle like around it, like a radiant magic circle.
He cares not to walk inside the magic circle.
As you get closer, the figure turns towards you. Silently watching.
Since I'm closer, can I see more features on this humanoid?
Yeah. It's undead. But on his neck, there's a pendant, a chain.
He walks back outside, tells the party, mostly for Villain and Net, he tells the party that there are giant snakes in a pit down there. We don't want to go in there because they might eat our camels and Net.
Wait, isn't the rat made out of not poison?
Make a deception check. And all of you can make insight checks against this.
Can Nat make an insight check?
Net cannot. Net is too busy stealing silver from somebody.
You got fucked.
Oh boy.
I nat 20. Ha 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 ha.
Also, Villain and I can see the humanoid, can't.
Well, that's if you go inside. Hiroki volunteered to just go inside first.
So who figured out Hiroki was lying?
All of them. All of them. Look at my deception roll.
Oh, yeah.
All of them.
So Hiroki's hiding something in the cave, or does not want you all to go into the cave.
Are there bees in the cave?
He definitely doesn't want you all to go in the cave.
I want to touch the cave.
Like, and he's definitely spooked by what he saw in there, but he's also not telling you the full truth.
I start walking in the cave.
just
Fuck.
start walking.
Net's gonna take the goddamn pendant, which is what I don't want.
Well, then just tell him. Like,
You think that's gonna stop him?
Actually,
Mhm.
as Net does not like enclosed spaces, so Net's gonna like stay outside and like sit on one of the camels.
Thank God. Since Villain is on his way inside, Hiroki goes, "If you break that, we're all screwed."
Say again.
Break what? Alright, so I just keep on walking inside.
Yeah. So you see what I described?
Yeah.
An undead figure with a very, very beautifully set, like inlaid necklace with that's made out of like gold with a reddish hue and a dark purple gem set in the center. It's an amulet. You all, who's going into the cave?
I'm just chilling.
So you're not going into the cave?
No.
Hiroki does describe what he saw to Anibe, though.
Yeah.
Like, in truth.
Would I know why that is? Or, like, why it's there? Do I know anything about that?
Nope.
Fuck
Oh,
it,
could
then.
I make a religion check for that or something?
all of you can make a religion check to see why it's there. There is a religious reason.
That's a big no.
I definitely don't.
None of you know. Damn.
You know what? I'll walk in just because the splitting party bed.
So is everyone-
let's
is
go
everyone
in.
doing-
I'll keep an eye on the
What was the DC for the religion check?
14.
2.
14?
Yeah.
so none of us.
Guess we'll go in.
So do any of you like light a torch or like cast light or something? You know?
I'll cast light,
I have dark vision, so
but can't see.
Yeah. So
You know what
as
sucks
you
for
light
them?
up the cavern, you see some additional things. You see the old decrepit body of someone, in addition to this undead figure who's looking at you. And as you all gaze upon the amulet in the light, I need you all to make charisma saving throws.
Oh boy, that's my dump stat. Huh.
DC for this is 16.
That's
Wait,
nice.
Wait, we all managed to do it so far. Of course,
So far.
And the next one's gonna be in that one.
I mean,
So-
you already nat one
Well, I mean,
twice.
that's everyone in the cave, right?
I
Yeah.
think. Is it?
Atali's, is Atali in the cave?
Oh, wait, I rolled for the religion check, so yeah. Alright, time to
David,
get
are you on my?
Blasted.
Blasted.
Oh, never mind.
And is Hiroki gonna go in the cave or just stay outside?
He might if there's called for help, but nothing so far. He kind of wants to stay clear of that. It's got like it's warded up. This undead is bound.
Yeah, you'd actually be immune from this effect. Atali, you want nothing more than to take this amulet and put it around your neck. You would look
Great.
so pretty with it.
Great. Okay, sure. I'm
What do
going
you
for
do?
the amulet.
Does he look like he's walking over to grab?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely
I
very
am
much so
going
does.
to, in the most incredibly polite and not polite way possible, grab your arm until you don't.
I am going to shove you aside with an immense amount of force.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to cast Create Water on you.
Yes.
No,
make them
don't do
wet.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm going to yell Hiroki.
while all this is happening,
Hiroki goes inside
uh,
To see-
can I do a thing while all this is happening?
to see
What
exactly
thing
what
are
he
you trying to
figured
do,
was
Nick?
happening.
I'd like to take my dark cloak and grab the amulet and wrap it in the dark cloak.
Wait.
No.
that would- You have to get in
No.
front of me.
Oh, I said while all this is happening.
Wait,
Well, it's
but no,
literally
I
he
am
just shoved
headed.
me.
I am
Yeah,
headed.
he's
direct
walking towards
headed
the amulet.
towards it.
Well, I'm gonna take it first.
I
Oh, fuck.
don't think you understand.
You guys have the same speed. You're gonna get there at the same time if you start walking when he does.
I mean, you're welcome to. I just want you to make sure you know exactly what you're doing.
Yes, I do.
You're gonna get murdered.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So
The way this is gonna work is Atali, make me a strength check. Actually, athletics will work.
All right.
If your athletics check is low, I will say Anipe has slowed you down enough for villain to reach it first.
It was athletics.
Athletics. However, if it's high enough, you guys will reach it at the same time, and there will be contest. Okay, yeah, that's high enough. All right. So now Atali and villain, both of you make me sleight of hand checks.
Oh,
Well, there's only one way this works. As expected.
Ooh.
Okay, so villain, are you touching the amulet or?
No, I'm using. I have a dark cloak that I use for traveling,
Okay.
so I'm indirectly touching it.
So
I
you
guess.
you take it and you like as you pull the head, as you pull it away, the head of the zombie just like turns to dust. The undead creature dies as you remove the amulet from it. Now, you've grabbed it, Atali. What would you like to do?
Kebab.
Does the
not-
effect go away now that the amulet's out
No,
of
it
vision?
does not.
It's-
Ah.
It would have been made very clear if that was the case. Yeah, this is definitely a shish kebab moment.
Kebab.
Yeah. So I'm going to
S-
make a
Does
whip attack.
Hiroki have a chance to
Yeah.
stand between them?
No, you're
No,
outside.
you were
They're-
outside.
All right.
Yeah, but he yelled Hiroki, and now he's running in the cave.
Yeah, so
Like,
you're
at-
getting there. You're getting there as soon as this whip thing happens, and we're actually
Okay.
gonna. As soon as Justin does this, we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Man, this is a random encounter, by the way.
Oh wait, I need to.
Well, first, let Atali roll, like make attack rolls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are we
I'll be
all
right
in
back.
this box of
Second.
a cave?
All right.
Yeah.
So
Now at this point, you all are in the cave.
usual actions have been taken, so that would make this. Oh, okay. That beats your AC. Let me check. That'll be 12 damage. And you are grappled.
All right. Now it is now everyone roll initiative. So Villain rolled a 20. Hiroki rolled a 3.
I didn't select my avatar, so it didn't put the 6 in.
What did you roll, Adric?
6.
6.
I'm pretty sure I forgot to do it, but if you click on your avatar and then you roll, I think you'll automatically do it, won't it?
Maybe.
Can
I
you
think
draw the
so.
cave?
Yeah, I'll draw the cave here in a second. I need. Atali, did you roll? You rolled a 9.
Yeah.
9. And then is Anipe rolling initiative?
I think Anibe's AFK.
One thing I do need to know is how this is located.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, thank you.
So the cave is
All right, I'm back.
all right. Cool.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Oh,
I'm gonna move them up here because they're not here. All right. So yeah, the cave is pretty much gonna be kind of just basically like that, right?
That little.
Yeah.
So
Whoops.
we're all in there.
Yeah.
Well, I just need to know positioning.
So you're here. Tali's
Tali's
probably
also
about
there.
Hiroki's over here. He was here. Adric was probably right next to, yeah.
literally 2 to die.
And Net's all the way out here sitting on a camel.
Oh boy.
I like
Hiroki's probably over
camels.
here right now.
I like camels.
What are we fighting?
And then Skylar got a 15.
We're just acting in initiative order.
Yeah. All right.
But I
do
needed
you
to know
think?
positions for
So,
my
Villain,
spells.
it is your turn.
I'm casting Fear.
On.
So it's a 30-foot cone, but I'm going to direct the cone just at
All right.
Atali.
So click the fear spell so I can see what it does. So I can see the
Oh.
text.
I accidentally
Cool. Wisdom save. What's your saving throw, Nick? What's your save DC?
Well,
What's your spellcasting?
my 14.
All right. So Atali, wisdom
Yep.
saving throw.
Yep. That we. Nope.
All right. But you are still grappled, Nick, and he's just gonna drag you along with him. Wait,
Yep,
no.
No, it's away from you.
Oh,
So he has to drop.
Well, and also he also drops whatever he's holding.
yeah.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so Anipe,
Hmm.
your turn.
So do I see the rat just do something and then
You see the rat yoink the amulet.
I see the rat yoink the amulet? Alright. I'm just
But
gonna
you also see that.
What do you want with the amulet?
Shiny?
Just don't touch it with your hands, please.
Okay.
It's cursed. Promise?
Where's the other
I,
figure?
I like hold it up in the
The
cloak.
other figure is like over here. The dead one is over here.
Just promise.
Yes.
Okay.
Promise.
Where is Big Boy in relation to me?
Over here. Look on the map.
In front of you.
10
I
feet.
mean,
Yep.
okay. I'm gonna, and he's walking away from the rat boy.
Not
Actually, should be. You have
Should
to
be
dash
running.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has to run. But that's also on his turn.
Also, he dropped his.
Yeah, and that's on his
Whip.
turn. Okay. I'm gonna get behind him so that I'm positioned
I'm not holding my whip. Just
to
so you
his
know.
back,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what
I'm
you
going
dropped.
to
I didn't.
kick
No,
him.
I didn't. I don't hold it. It is not in my hands.
Okay.
So I still have a weapon. I am armed.
Okay. I'm going to. You know that stupid thing that people do when they're assholes, and I hate them. Where they kick the back of your knee and force you to fall over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
All right. Try.
And since you're not actively avoiding it
So make an
Is he-
attack roll.
because you're feared.
I'm also 8'2" and built like a mountain.
Yeah, you need
Yes,
to make an
but-
attack roll, Sky.
Yeah, but it's the
The-
back of your
It's
knee.
it's a
Yeah,
leverage
no, I know.
thing.
It can still knock me down.
That's the point. I
It's
don't want
just
you to
like-
sprint into the distance because he feared you.
No, I would be
Well,
sprinting to the cave wall.
He'd sprint to where villain he can no longer see villain, and then
Oh,
he'd stop
actually-
the fear.
Oh, never mind.
Well, then he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'll just chill then and just make sure that the rat doesn't decide to like choke on the amulet or something.
All right, that's Anipe's turn. Now it is Atali.
Well, I move. Presumably, it's as far as possible.
It's as far. You have to dash.
Well, yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, like, it is as far as possible, right?
Yeah. What would be my line of sight?
If I can draw, well, do you have dark vision, Atali?
No.
Okay, then outside of the cave, you're out of vision. So
Yeah. So I move.
Well, no, but I need to.
They have light casted in the cave, though.
that's
We,
good.
Yeah.
we,
But outside
But-
of the cave, I still.
but
cast.
also villain, as long as they're within line of sight, this continues.
Is it as long as villain can see them, or as long as they can see villain?
As long as
No,
you
Oh,
can see
they
villain.
they
The
can
creature
see
can't
them.
see you.
Then they have to make a wisdom save.
Nope.
Yikes.
I am over.
I mean, it still lasts up to 1 minute.
Yeah, it has a duration. I am over here.
Okay. Now it is Adric's turn. Or are you guys still going to be in initiative order? Because like, if you guys aren't going to do anything that requires initiative order, we can go out of initiative.
I don't plan to do anything yet.
All right. So
Yeah,
we'll say for now we're out of initiative order.
I'm just gonna move out of the cave to keep a line of sight.
On Atali, so that she doesn't just yeet herself gone.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to do for now.
Right. So, Viln, now that you have a moment with the amulet,
I still have it covered.
Don't touch it.
It's in
you
my
hear it
cloak.
whisper
Don't
to
touch
you
it.
still.
What?
You hear the amulet whisper to you, free me. I will offer you riches or power. Anything you desire, I can give to you. Break the
Hiroki's-
seal and let me free.
Hiroki's gonna investigate the dead body.
Yeah, and only Villain can hear this. So the dead body, as you flip it over, you see the holy symbol. You see a holy, like a gold holy symbol of Ka.
Is there anything else telling on the corpse?
I mean, are you gonna search the corpse?
Yeah.
All right, so you find a gold holy symbol of Ka. You find. Let me see. You find 6 spell scrolls of spells that I have not determined yet. And
Spells of casting.
spells of casting, yes. And you find a hammer. Like a warhammer.
Okay. He'll take the spells, but leave everything else, and he'll make a proper grave for this man, just outside of the cave.
For those of you who are interested, the spell and the holy symbol radiate faintly of magic.
I would be interested in this,
So,
and considering that it's
he has the scrolls.
symbol of Ka, I would probably know things about this.
Yeah. Generally, holy symbols radiate a little bit of magic.
This one radiates a little bit of extra magic.
It's a little bit more special.
Specific holy symbol.
Do any of you have the identify spell?
Nope.
No,
Our bard
but
who is
I am,
missing.
I am a
Let's see if I
religion
can prepare.
person with
Our bard who is missing
religion.
does not.
Religion.
But if you tell Hiroki that the amulet is magical, or the holy symbol is extra magical, then he'll take it.
Oh shit!
Mostly, he was taking the things
Okay.
that people can abuse.
One thing that I'm going to add, because I did not realize this, that only bards and wizards get identify. Identify is now also going to be a cleric spell.
Hey, so I can prepare it.
Yeah.
Yes. Because there are no wizards in this campaign.
Does somebody let
Yeah.
Hiroki know that it's a extra magical holy symbol?
Yeah, it radiates slightly more than a normal holy symbol does.
I'm gonna look at it with my
Okay.
eyes.
Then he'll hand it to you,
Alright, so I need to go.
and then he'll make a proper grave for this man.
What?
Say again, Justin?
I need to go. Don't let me sprint off forever, alright?
Yeah, no.
It's only for
Adric-
1 minute.
Adric isn't letting you sprint off.
Can he catch me?
He can stay within line of sight.
Okay.
How long
If
are
he
you
can
gonna be
cast
gone?
you, if he can catch you in fireball.
Well, okay. How far is line of sight in the dunes?
Not very far. You don't have dark vision, so it's 60 feet.
How far
Well,
is
for-
line of sight?
He has dark vision,
Because
Adric-
I'm.
and he can stand at the top of a dune to see where you went off to.
Well, there's multiple dunes. I need to know because I get what, like extra. I have like 30
Wait,
feet of
let's
movement on
see.
him every
Yeah,
round.
and you have to take the dash action.
Yeah, I have 30 feet of movement.
Unless,
Ah.
of course, Villain decides to drop the spell.
Which Hiroki would try and persuade you to the moment he
And
can.
it's not my turn yet, so.
Yeah,
Alright,
we
I
can
got-
Oh
drop
wait,
the spell at
it's
any
you can
action.
still choose
It's
to end it.
concentration. It's a
Yeah,
free
you can
action.
just choose to drop the spell as a free action at any point.
And we're out of initiative, technically,
Yeah,
right?
we're also
Yeah.
out of initiative.
Yeah, you should drop it.
But giant thing will attack me. Yes, attack me.
But she will die if we leave her out.
How does that benefit villain?
Then you're not a murderer.
He's already a
Villain's
murderer.
already a
Doesn't help.
murderer.
I mean, he doesn't quite kind of gets the picture, but
No.
also like Villain is also acting in a way that's kind of contrary to the typical murderer kind of thing. He's running away from combat instead of trying to like screw the other person over actively.
Not murder if Giant dies on her own.
Then drop the spell and let her decide.
Beat me in a dice game, and I will drop the spell.
Oh my god.
At this point, Hiroki goes, "All right,
I mean, Hiroki could also just whack him and make him drop concentration.
that's what he's
Bonk.
gonna do." He's gonna whack him. He's not gonna unsheath his Nadachi. He's just gonna whack.
So concentration is dropped then.
Okay. So yeah,
And,
concentration is
and,
dropped.
and Villain looks big sad right now.
Big sad. All right.
Does that mean Natali's coming back?
Yeah. Well, Atali's gonna stand out there until Justin decides to come back. So
Yeah. And then Hiroki goes, "I tried to ask politely."
I was helping Giant by taking Shiny Pennant. Shiny Pennant talks to me like talk speak.
Don't do whatever it tells you. Actually, wait. What does it tell you?
set me free, and I will grant you riches and power beyond your imagination.
Does Hiroki hear that?
No, only villain.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Only Villain. What does it tell you?
Tell it to shove it.
I
I-
know
I-
what you run from. The one with the eyes and the fire. I offer you
So
freedom.
as soon as that's mentioned, Villain starts having a panic attack and like curls up in a corner.
I
Do you
can
drop
offer
the
you
thing?
freedom. I offer you an escape.
Wait, have you dropped the thing?
It's in my pack right now.
Okay. I'm gonna grab. Can I take? I'm gonna just slowly approach and take the thing out of your pack. Careful not to touch it.
Just
Is it distracted?
And now, in
it's
your
wrapped
mind,
in a-
Skylar, you hear, "Set me free."
I tell it to shut up.
The curse,
Hiroki goes over to comfort the rat.
the curse that plagues your land and your people, can be ended with you. You set me free.
All right. What is around me?
It's the celestial seal.
How close are we to the
The celestial,
ant pit?
the celestial
close are
seal
we
has
to the
lost
ant pit?
all of its power. It no longer glows with radiant magic.
How close are we to the ant pit?
To the what?
To the ant pit.
You like 6 hours travel?
Okay. I was gonna throw it in the ant pit.
So Atali stopped running, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and pick up the Warhammer.
All right. You pick up the warhammer.
I'm gonna keep it.
Oh, Villain gets nothing from.
I mean,
from
I
this.
still have spells.
This is not good.
I still have the
It's-
spell scrolls. It's just we
it's
haven't taken
still
a moment to
screaming
look
at
at
me.
them. What is it telling you to do?
It just wants me. It wants me to. I don't. What?
Set me free.
It wants.
Break the seal.
It want. It, he wants. It. Okay. Fuck. I literally can't articulate.
You seek
anything.
truth. You seek knowledge.
It wants
I
me to
am a
break the
being
seal.
of ancients.
Whatever
I
you
can
do,
give
do
you
not
anything.
break the seal.
Yeah, I kind of figured it's telling me to do so. Can I talk with it at all, or is
Yes,
it just?
you can talk with it. You
Shut
hear
the
it
fuck
in your
up.
mind.
I'm not gonna do it. You're retarded.
So you don't want to hear of the ancients, of your god,
I
of the
already
time
know.
before your god.
I already know there is no time before my god. You're fucking stupid.
You are close-minded.
You are a piece of metal trying to convince me to do something.
I am not just a piece of metal. I
Okay,
am
then
an
what are you?
ancient spirit.
That doesn't sound good.
Depends on what you define as good.
Are you gonna try to kill me or any of my friends?
No. I wish to be set free.
Okay. Was it lying?
No.
It's not lying. It just wants to be set free. It's a spirit.
It was
lying
sealed
about
up.
the spirit thing?
It was sealed up by.
Adric, you're a pal. You're a cleric, right?
Yeah.
You have the sense good and evil aura thing, right?
Detect evil and good, yeah.
Yeah, because I changed that to be a passive effect, right?
Oh, I don't remember, but if you
Here, let me take a look at my 5th edition changes, because I'm pretty sure I did. Because I like it being a passive effect. It makes more sense to me.
I really wonder what would happen if he passively looked at Phil and with detect good or evil.
I mean, he can detect people's alignments. That's the whole point of it.
But villain right now is a gray area.
Cleric.
It would be muddled. It would be neutral, but
Wait,
muddled.
no, that's a paladin thing. You're a cleric. Never mind.
detect evil and good.
Yeah, that's a paladin thing.
Oh, okay. But I can still prepare it if I'm given 1 minute.
Yeah. I will tell you things that your god and the gods wish to keep from you. You
They're
seek
probably right
enlightenment.
to keep it from me if they're
The
my
gods
god.
are not infallible as you seem to think.
Well,
What
not
do you know
infallible,
about
but
the
they're mine.
calamity?
Can I take this time to prepare it?
Yeah, of course.
How long would that take?
1 minute.
1 minute.
So, villain,
Can I? I'm gonna
trying
ask
to
the
help
spirit.
bring you back to the real
I'm gonna
world. Are
ask
you
the
okay?
spirit, just real quick, could you be quiet for like 1 minute?
You wish to silence the wisdom of the ancients.
I don't wish to silence it. You're just annoying.
And you are foolish to believe the gods so infallible.
Correct. Can you be quiet?
It's tired of you, Skylar.
Is it done
Anipe.
speaking?
No, what it does is it begins to heat up.
Okay,
Does
it's
it
still
heat through the
rats.
cloak?
Yes. Like, the cloak is going to catch fire if you do not drop it.
I drop it. It's trying to hurt me.
I try to go grab it with the cloak.
I stop him.
Hiroki will
Don't.
pick it up.
It's hot. No, don't. It's hot.
Actually,
It's
as soon as
really
you
hot.
drop it, it stops. entirely.
Right.
Yeah, Hiroki will pick it up.
No, don't let young human grab it.
Viln, in your mind, you hear it again. It says, I know what you run from. I offer you escape.
Has it been a minute?
It has been a minute.
Wait, Hiroki didn't even get an opportunity to pick it up. Villain was able to just walk
No,
past him
you
and pick
have
it
it.
up.
You
Okay,
have it right
yeah.
now. It's still
Okay.
speaking to Viln.
Okay.
I will be back in a second.
Can I cast good and evil then?
Detect good and evil.
Hiroki will tell Villain he's not going to do anything with it.
All right, let's see the effects
Don't worry.
of detect good and evil.
Did I?
Let me edit.
So did I notice Adric preparing the spell?
Yes.
So then I would be trying to get it just to waste a minute. Waste a minute of the spirit's time.
All right. So yeah.
I mean, I think this conversation has taken a minute already.
Yeah, it's been long enough.
Yeah, so at this point, Hiroki's walking towards Adric.
So cast the spell. Suspend the spell
Cast it.
slot.
Yep.
All right. So for the duration, you know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creatures are located. Similarly, you know if there is an object or that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. Okay, so you can tell that this cave was consecrated,
Okay.
made holy land. You can tell that there's a being locked within the amulet.
Is it one of those listed?
Let me check one thing. I need to see what kind of creature this is. It is both elemental and fiend.
Hmm. and it heated up the amulet, so likely fire.
No, not necessarily. It wasn't like fire. It seemed just more like raw arcane, like raw power, like
Mhm.
raw like power. Yeah.
All right, well, so there's an elemental fiend inside of that.
And it should be noted, you have never heard of something that's both an elemental and a fiend.
Hiroki will, in Primordial, ask, "What are you?"
Out loud to where all of you can hear it. In Primordial, it responds, I am a being from whom the gods hold no domain.
That doesn't answer my question.
The question you asked was one not suitable to answer. Some in the past have called me a demigod, but I do not consider myself a god. The gods view themselves with arrogance. They view themselves as infallible and righteous and holy. I am perfectly impure.
You're
I
not
am
selling
the will
yourself
of
a very
man,
good.
unbound by flesh, and granted the powers from beyond
Unbound
the
by
veil.
flesh. Will man
Clearly
unbound by
not bound
flesh?
by flesh.
We have Zareth and Amulet, guys.
I just like that line. It's not actually Zara.
I know, but still, Zareth and an amulet.
I am unbound by many things. The powers of mortals are no limit for me.
Except it seems that they are. You're trapped in an amulet.
I am
Hiroki.
trapped here because the gods saw fit to punish me. The gods saw fit to punish me for saying they are not perfect.
I would like to insight that. If that is all they punished him.
I forget what language is it saying this in?
Primordial.
Primordial.
Yes.
All right. So I don't know that, but I feel like I know what this thing
Okay,
is.
I have no idea whether or not this is all true.
Hiroki human. Give me amulet. I have idea.
I mean, you can still hear him speaking in Primordial with it.
Yes, I have idea.
He holds up a finger for one moment. But also, what does he...
So what did you roll?
I rolled a 7.
Okay, even with that 7, you can tell that's not all he's imprisoned for.
And Hiroki says, he says, clearly you're not telling us everything, which I think is only fair if you want us to
The
free you.
rest of the truth is, I was stealing from the gods.
Well, that's
when
not
you
very
die,
nice.
or any mortal being dies, their soul, their being, their essence is taken to one of the realms of the gods, and greedily siphoned away. And while their soul may get to persist in the land of the gods, the power of their soul is used as weapons. The gods use the souls of their followers as weapons against each other. I sought to save mortals from such a fate.
Hiroki human. I have idea.
And where did you put them?
Depends. Depends on the bargain I struck with them.
Where a soul goes should not be left up to bargaining chance.
And it should be left up to the gods instead.
I'm now poking Hiroki's
Rather
leg.
than potential to bargain wrong.
At least under my system, they get to choose. They can choose to remain here, where they owe me a favor. Or they can choose to go on where they will be used as weapons in an immortal war.
And favors aren't weapons?
My favors are not weapons.
That seems very abusive, in my opinion.
Well, what can I say? Half of me is a jinn.
Okay, so at this point, Hiroki shuts up and then he goes, "What was your idea, villain?"
We cast Great Horned Rat. Infuse amulet with Great Horned Rat. Shuts up spirit because Great Horned Rat.
I'm not afraid of your rat. Your god is young. Your god is a baby compared to the gods that I have seen rise and fall.
Hiroki goes, "Yeah, I think your rat would die."
Even better for me.
I could not kill your god, but your god cannot touch me. I am a being who exists beyond the domain of gods.
Okay, listen here, spirit thing. I will dig hole deep, so deep, until amulet will melt into a block, but crystal will say.
Then you
Oh,
will
also,
never.
let it be
Then
known
you will
that
never
he
escape
is-
your past.
I'll
The ones
also
who
be-
hunt you will never stop seeking you. I can offer you shelter.
That's a failed
I'm
intimidation.
pretty sure even if you rolled like a 20, it wouldn't be enough.
I think so.
What do you? What? Oh yeah, Hiroki lets it be known that he also said that he's a jinn, part jinn.
As a gesture of good faith, I will tell you a little bit more. Are you familiar with the Age of Heroes?
Is everybody familiar with the Age of Heroes?
The Age of Heroes was basically an age where after the Calamity, which the Calamity was an event that no one really knows what happened, but it pretty much like pressed reset on the world, right?
Yeah.
Cultures will reset from stone, and there's very little from anything from before the Calamity. The only thing that we know is after the Calamity, there was what's called the Age of Heroes, where the after effects of the Calamity were caused like monsters and beasts to roam the world, and the Age of Heroes is where heroes took up arms and went around fixing the world and building civilizations. In the Age of Heroes, the people, the men, the women you called heroes would not be heroes without me. For when they were struck down in battle, I gave them my bargain, and instead of being claimed by the gods to be used as weapons, I gave them another chance to become what they became. I made them heroes. Release me.
Hiroki then asks, was he saying all this in common?
Yes, to everyone.
Okay. Then Hiroki asks, "What is your name? If you have nothing to hide, you will not mind us researching you."
There is no research on me. You will not find any.
But what is your name?
I have no name. I have been called many things throughout the ages. I
Like?
believe the most common translation is the broker.
Oh my fucking god.
Can I start playing my
Well, broker.
I'm gonna start playing my bagpipes in an attempt to annoy this.
No, honestly, I know what the fuck this is. Wait, is Justin here?
No.
No.
Can we pause and do that like last 30 seconds when Justin comes back?
Okay,
please?
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll take a
You
break
you
here.
know why I want
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. Okay. In the meantime, in
I-
Hiroki's head, I would like to what do you call it? Kind of see what he knows about Jin. What is common knowledge about Jin, and then like
Jin likes 4.
God damn it.
No,
Yes.
Jin in this world are elemental beings. They're kind of the. So you know how gods have like angels, right? And archdemons and archdevils have like like imps and things like that.
yeah.
Jin are kind of along that line. They are the
But for-
they are like the elemental gods, like communicators and like being sent to the mortal plane to do their bidding.
Okay, so like they're basically sent from planes of the elements.
Yes. And they're
Okay.
they're not evil like devils or demons.
They're not
are.
inherently.
Yeah. They're
But he's also
they're
fiendish. and I
they're-
don't know
they're-
about that part.
They're fairly neutral across the board, like Jinn are. But like neutral in terms of good and evil, but like they range from chaotic to lawful, depending.
Yeah.
But while they're not evil, they do make deals, and their deals are not so much tricky. Or they're very very tricky, but it's not in the way that like a deal with like a devil is. It's more of this is beneficial for both of us, but it's more beneficial for me. Instead of like a devil's like I'm going to fuck you hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is curious that he deals in souls, though.
Well, I mean, so you're familiar with like Supernatural's like idea of souls and like how heaven and hell
Yes.
were like it's kind of like that. Except the souls you get are from your followers.
Yeah, which I think if people are following something, their souls should belong to whatever they follow. Or what Hiroki believes.
Yeah, but it's not common knowledge that your soul goes to the god and the god uses it as like to expand his power.
Yeah, I mean, he's not. What do you call it? Hiroki doesn't quite have a stance on what they use the soul for, but if the person whose soul is there is fine with it, then by all means,
Yeah.
whatever.
Skylar, did you really not get that's where I was going?
Sorry, I just got back. What?
Did you not get that that's where that was going?
Yeah, I got
I had a
growly feelings from
I
it.
had a suspicion, but I don't know. I
That's
wasn't
fair.
gonna like jump to conclusions.
Broker spirit demon thing. Play a round of dice.
Set me free and I'll play anything you want, friend.
No.
Well,
dice,
count me convinced.
dice first.
I cannot roll dice, for I do not have hands.
Yes, but you can speak, so you can say higher.
Anybody can be convinced of anything.
I'm pretty sure at that point you're playing dice with yourself, dear rat.
Yes, high or low.
I'll call high.
My roll. Your roll. You win. Congratulations, spirit.
So
You win
set me
dice.
free.
No.
There was nothing bet on this game of dice. It was just play dice.
Set me free. No.
check that off the bucket list. Play dice with a demon.
I am
A
only
fiend.
half
It's a
demon.
fiend.
Sorry. Fiend.
Ah, so you're Jinn and demon.
I was
Huh,
once a man.
I'm so dumb that I made them talk.
Well, because when you fiend, and fiend has limited number of options, but which option is kind of important. It determines whether they might have lawful tendencies or chaotic tendencies.
Also,
Wait,
how
so-
fucking badly they'll be.
Wait. So did that slip? Does that slip up actually count? Me saying demon and then it correcting me
For what?
for when you said part demon?
He's part devil, not demon necessarily.
But does that slip out count?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, because everyone would know the difference between demons and devils, basically.
Well, your cleric definitely would. And your monk might.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, some of you might not, but your cleric definitely does.
Or
So
that there is
so
a
it's elemental devil fiend.
You know he said Jinn, so he's part Jinn, part devil.
yeah, and elemental and devil would be fiend. So he's rather lawful.
Could still be lawful evil.
Are there any lawful fiends?
Yeah, we've determined potential tendency to lawful and potential tendency to neutral, but that doesn't mean that it necessarily excludes good or evil.
Pretty sure most fiends are evil.
Most fiends are.
There's
So,
quite a
what-
wide range.
What do we do as we wait for Justin?
Basically, we're just going through the, what do you call it, the mental bit of
Yeah, what do you all think?
what
And we're probably when Justin comes back, we'll probably start at the part where he's explaining the world, and like I'll go back through the Age of Calamity and the Age of Heroes.
yeah.
Broker Demon thing. Another game of dice?
If I win, do you set me free?
No.
Then no.
Fine, I'll roll for you. You want high again.
Do
Because
I?
he declared
My
it
roll.
last time.
Low roll. Ha, you lose. Stupid demon.
Devil.
Devil demon thing. Yes, yes.
Still trying to figure out what an elemental fiend would be.
It's not. This is completely homebrewed, Nick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do these deals, how do they benefit you?
I get a
Everyone knows in
favor.
order to make a deal, both parties have to be benefited.
I get a favor. If they deliver
Okay,
on
but-
that favor,
What natures are your...
any kind.
Give an example. Say one of the heroes that you spoke about.
So there was a hero known as Alondra. She was a elf. She was a druid. So that's just like common knowledge.
Yeah.
When Alondra fell in the Battle of Crescent Hill, I offered her a way back. She took the way back to save her people. The favor I asked of her was to go and eradicate the undead plaguing the tombs of Halal.
Halal?
Alright, and what are the tombs of Halal?
Michelle.
Those were
Charlotte, brother.
ancient tombs in the north.
Okay, they're just normal tombs, but for the Halal people?
Yes.
Okay.
But well, the Halal people were necromancers by trade.
Mm.
That's pretty halal.
So I'm gonna ask because I honestly wouldn't know. Would Hiroki's owl guide have a stance on?
You wouldn't really know. This is up to Hiroki.
Well, yes or no, but also like Hiroki has not encountered undead in his lifetime except for now.
The owl, he's not undead.
Well, no, I'm talking about the guy who disintegrated earlier.
Your owl guide, your owl generally frowns upon undead.
Okay, so Hiroki would probably have like a leaning towards undead or bad, but also like if a nation was primarily okay with undead, he would frown upon bothering that nation's history of it.
That's your call as a player.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna influence
Yeah. I'm just making it clear.
Undead are the enemy.
that.
So
The
he
enemy.
goes,
The
well, yeah,
enemy of the light.
you're a freaking cleric.
They are an enemy of the light. They are an abomination upon
They're
this
an
world.
enemy of the sun.
Fuck the sun.
They bring darkness where the sun should shine.
Devil demon.
He then goes, why rid a nation of their product?
They were planning an invasion.
An invasion on?
What is now known as Barovia.
I'm actually digging this lore dump. Where's the map? World stuff. Got it.
Barovia is not on the map.
Huh.
Barovia.
So it's even further out.
Well, no, Barovia is on the map, but it's not like labeled. Barovia
Okay.
is a small nation just outside of the Belslavan freeholds.
Bell Slavs.
Oh, so Hiroki would know a little bit about that since it's closer than Azalusha is.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are a small, very solitary nation. They're very isolated. They don't allow a lot of travelers. Not much. is
So
known
like
about them.
actual Japan.
Yeah, not much is known about them at all.
Okay. He just knows that they exist.
Yeah. In fact, you probably traveled on the road tried to travel on the road through Belslavia, or yeah, but you were told to go around.
Yeah.
Devil demon. You say favors like favor. Favor help. Is favor help helping you get out of Pennant?
I don't know if I'd consider that a favor.
Seems like a
that's-
favor to me.
Yes, but without letting
Since it's
me
something
out.
you cannot obviously do yourself.
Well, inherently true. The things that I offer are generally more useful. I offer a
More
second
useful
chance at
than-
life.
The things you offer are more useful than having you free to make more deals.
Well, now is not the age of heroes. There are not so many heroes to make deals with. I do not offer my services to any mortal. Only those with potential.
Hmm.
Devil demon. How do you benefit villain?
I can hide you from the one you fear the most.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
What do you seek, young rat?
Villain wants to lead.
To lead. That can be arranged. It is quite possible.
Understandable. We'll think about it.
Do not think too long, young rat. Eventually,
I'm not-
someone will let me out.
I'm not going to be interacting with this too much. I know far. Just out of.
I've actually changed the lore a little bit, Skylar.
Well, point being, I know what it do,
Yeah, that's right.
and I actively, out of character, very much want this in the.
What did he say?
Cut out.
Out of character, I very much want this thing out because I know what it is. But in character, I absolutely don't want it because if my gods don't like it, then I don't.
I mean, Hiroki doesn't necessarily mind so long as he can trust what it says, basically. For Hiroki, it's just a trust factor.
On both
And
halves
he's
of my
neutral.
heritage. On the half of the djinn who makes bargains. On the half of the devil who also makes bargains. I do not lie.
Would Hiroki know that to be kind of telltale of jinns and devils?
Yeah, they tend to make
Because-
deals, and they're sneaky deals, but they don't explicitly and outright lie.
It's like the monkey's paw thing.
Your
Yeah.
intention is not to bring harm to this world.
Far from it. My intention is to save the world from the hubris of the so-called gods. If it
Wait,
would help,
her-
I could
her-
tell you my story.
I'm willing to listen to your story.
We should definitely wait for Justin.
Yeah,
on
we'll
that
wait
one.
for Justin
Yeah.
for this.
Alright. I'm gonna be gone for the next like 15 minutes or so. At least. Maybe longer.
Do 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 do.
So what is like common knowledge about all this history stuff? So you said the calamity is pretty much a mystery, so you don't have to go over that.
The calamity was like some event which, like mass extinction, press reset on the world, reset cultures.
Think of Bronze Age collapse.
Yeah,
Think
basically.
of the plague, the bubonic plague.
Oh no,
No.
bubonic plague.
No
did
remnants
nothing-
of civilization survived the calamity.
Bubonic plague has nothing on the Bronze Age collapse. In terms of knowledge lost.
Think
fair.
of the meteor hitting the Earth and causing that mass extinction, that level of mass extinction. Like no amount of civilization remained. Those who survived because they were hiding in caves.
So they were already pretty knowledgeless.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys want like random facts about the Bronze Age collapse just to pass time?
Sure, Nick.
So there's not a lot known about the Bronze Age collapse, but it happened between about 5004 and 4000 BCE. And the only reason that we know that it occurred was because you can find cities all around Mesopotamia and like the Jerusalem area that there used to be cities, but then they were just completely wiped out off the face of the earth. And no one knows exactly why. There were notes from ancient tribes in Europe of seafarers, but it doesn't really correlate to the exact same time as the Bronze Age collapse, which is really strange because the Bronze Age collapse not only hindered the Egyptian civilization, bringing it to like one of the lowest points in its time before it actually collapsed to the Romans, but it also wiped pretty much every other civilization just clean off.
Oh my goodness.
And it was a
How did I
huge,
forget about the Bronze Age collapse?
and it was a huge loss of knowledge for humanity because there were written records before then, but they were just all destroyed because all of the major trading centers, all like cities or anything with any sort of population were just completely wiped clean. And because it was so far back, most records were on cuneiform tablets. So it's not like there's any surviving record of anything before then. That's what most history we gain from that is from archaeological digs, not like actual writing. It's a very cool subject.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it because when I was younger, the Tower of Babylon was one of my favorite stories because it's just like, yeah, you're gonna get smacked down for your pride. And then so as such, I researched Babylonia.
Hey, Babylonia is always fun.
Yeah, and then that led me to the Bronze Age.
And then the collapse. And then
Naturally.
And then Iron Age. But yeah.
Yeah. And I always find it super interesting. It's
David.
just,
oh, sorry.
So many nationalities have tales of specific historical events.
Yeah, that's what it changes from Anatolia to Egypt to people on Crete to people in the Aegean Islands. that's the place where we get most of the ruins that have records of it.
Nick, what's up?
Every-
You called my name?
Every culture has a what do you call it? A collapse story, like the Bronze Age collapse or the Tower of Babylon, etc. Every culture has a flood story and all kinds of different stories. It's really
Yeah.
You called my name?
Name a year in history.
17.
Just 17.
1706.
1706. Okay, so at that point in time, 1706. That's usually not really more of a fun year because we just get a lot of exploration.
Okay.
So
0607. Year 607.
607. Now that's a little bit more interesting. Because we're talking, that's going to be the 5th emperor of the Byzantine Empire. I do not know specific names, but that's going to be 5th emperor of the Byzantine Empire. Now, this is after they broke off from Western Rome. And so West Rome, by that time, has fallen to the Visigoths, Vandals, and Ostrogoths. But the Byzantine Empire was still doing pretty good. It's not in its golden period. But it's before Byzantines were converted into Catholicism. Because when Byzantines converted to Catholicism, it was when the Byzantine Empire went back, conquered Italy again. Emperor Constantine was leader of both halves, technically, and then Christianity conversion. See, fun facts, right? Fun facts with Nick. That's what. And then if you want a non-Eurocentric, like point of view, then when you're talking about that, you're talking past the Jin dynasty, because you said 607. 607 is going to be in between the Sui, Sui dynasty, and the Tang dynasty. Now, Tang dynasty is a very fun part, but I'm pretty sure this falls in the Sui. I'm not 100% sure. But the Sui followed up the Jin, which came out of the warring, the Three Kingdoms period and Warlords era. But under the Sui, they did things like they finished up the Great Wall. They were hugely Buddhist in religion, and they also built the Great Canal in the Yangtze River. But then, if you're thinking more about the Tang Dynasty, you have they really promoted the arts, and I think it was still Buddhism was still a strong suit, but they had much more of a free religion policy. But it's back in the Tang, you have almost all of your ancient Chinese poetry and literature. That's where that comes from. And then in the Americas, you have, you have the Mayans. And you probably have some other minor tribes that don't have great history books. Yeah. Fun stuff, right? How many people muted me?
Getting back.
I
listened to
just-
you, Nick.
Oh, thank you.
I'm like partially listening, but also like trying to remember something,
Okay.
and I can't remember for the life of me the name of it.
So, Justin, we waited just for you.
Okay.
So it turns out the Jin is called the Broker. The Jinn and the amulet.
no,
by the
no,
way,
no. David
The
can.
Jinn devil in the
I'll
amulet.
wait for Skylar to get back, and we'll go through like the last part of that conversation again.
Okay. Is he still transfixed on it?
Where's Skira?
Everyone is transfixed on the amulet, so I don't think you can steal it at the moment.
No, I mean, is
Oh,
Atali still
No, Tali's not. The charm effect has been broken.
the fear overrid the charm effect?
Not
I don't care if
necessarily.
that in Villain's mind, he beat the demon.
That's okay. It's a mind affecting like spell, and the most recent mind affecting spell takes precedent.
Villain beat a demon, not only in death, but also
After you lost to him.
the deeds of Villain will go
Yeah.
on the annals of.
I mean, we could
Skatedom.
probably have Atali calmly walking back with Adric.
That was my question that never got answered. How does he stop me? If like
No, villain drops the concentration.
Villain dropped the spell.
So you see, Hiroki hit me,
I see.
Right in the face.
and that's sort of hard to keep up concentration. Gonna be real with you. So it dropped right after you dashed away, basically.
Okay.
So you're not too far gone.
All right.
But Villain beat a devil not only in dice, but in mind games. Villain's the best.
It's a good thing I didn't wisdom. I only dumped Dex. Who needs Dex? Who needs Dex if you have HP and strength?
Who needs dexterity when you're wearing heavy armor?
When you're wearing full plate armor. Eventually, Hiroki's gonna want plate armor. Actually, he doesn't have motive to get it. I have motive for him to get it, but he doesn't have motive to get it yet. I have to figure out what the motive would be. It could probably be story related. Yay! Currently, the party is mercenaries. They have been hired by the Azalutian government.
Devil Demon, and I take out the Crescendia mask.
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for Skylar, and then we're gonna go
Wait.
through.
Wait, I can't have the Devil Demon tell me how much the mask is worth?
I mean, it's a silver mask.
God damn it.
How much do you think it's worth?
As much silver as it weighs.
Infinite.
As much silver as it weighs.
Oh, also, during this time, can I fiddle around with the rings?
Yeah, we can say you've done that on your travels so far.
Well, I made sure to keep it out of view of Atali.
Yeah,
So, like, you reach your hand in the bag and you're just fiddling around with them?
Yeah.
I mean, you specifically have to attune to the ring.
Yeah, he can do that for an hour.
Wait, what?
If you fiddle around with something for an hour, even if you don't know what properties of magic it has, you become attuned to it. Cursed or no curse.
All right. So you want to have attuned to this ring?
Yes.
All right. Give me 1 second. Razzle frazzle.
Also, there's 3 rings, and I'm just fiddling around with all of them. I don't know which ones are magic.
I think it's just the one.
I know there was one that was magic, but the other 2 I'm also fiddling around with.
Well, he would have said that more of the rings were magical from.
No, it was one magic ring. There was one ring that radiated magic.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because what's her face? Azitha had
Yeah, I identified that there was one.
yeah, and only one. Detect magic. There we go.
I just figured this was something that was sort of not widely announced, so can go through it, I guess.
All right, I think I know what it is. All right. Making a new channel called Magic Items.
All other creatures and gods. I like how D&D is so inclusive with the term creatures. Literally everything that has a pulse
Is a creature.
or can metabolize as something is a creature.
All right, Nick, look at Magic Items.
Magic.
So for those of you who are watching the recording, this is it. It is a Ring of Insomnia. It is a silver ring with a glass eye embedded in it. The eye appears to close more the longer you stay awake. This ring contains 1d8 plus 4 charges up to a maximum of 12. A charge can be spent to spend 1 hour of any long rest doing light activity instead of sleeping and still gaining the benefits of a long rest. Multiple charges can be used in a single long rest to spend multiple hours awake. This ring recovers 1d4 plus 2 of its charges whenever the bearer completes a long rest in which they did not use any of the charges on the ring.
Nice.
That's actually pretty good. How many charges does it currently hold?
Well, I will roll for that right now. It currently has 12 charges.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
I rolled an 8.
Nice.
There we go.
Where's Skira?
Skylar. You said 15 minutes.
Skylar, I will kill you.
And
Don't give him what he wants.
True. Skylar, I will make you healthy. I will make you live long time. Skylar, are you there? You're muted. Skylar, come back. Guys, it's not working.
I could have played a whole TFT match during this.
Shut the fuck up.
You could have joined. Dave.
You mean I could have lost? I could have lost and gotten 7th place. Like, damn,
I'm
bro.
surprised. What was your biggest loss streak during that game?
12.
You lose every round?
Yeah.
That's fucking rough.
Did you get any 3 stars?
I lost every round except for like 2.
How did you lose every round and almost every round and still not get eliminated first?
Because I barely lost. Almost every round, I'd kill all but one of their people.
Except when you fought me.
Yeah, except when I fought you for some reason, because you were running some bullshit, stupid comp.
Blade Masters are strong.
Hey, shut up.
Unless someone runs a fucking Echo and then like all of your units. Echo's busted. Change my mind.
I mean, Echo is busted. That's why he's permaban in normal League of Legends.
I ban Yasuo because he counters most of the champs I enjoy.
But
I don't ban Yasuo because there is too often dog shit Yasuos.
Yeah, but if there's a Yasuo, I can't play Lux.
That's in the mid lane though.
Oh yeah.
If it's bot lane, he's got so much going on that he has to choose when to win wall properly, otherwise he's screwed.
Just play Yasuo top lane.
Like Fizz top lane?
No, like Yasuo top lane is actually like, I think he's better than mid Yasuo.
He is.
you're objectively wrong, both of you.
Oh, what do you
Jungle
wanna play
Yasuo?
jungle?
Support Yasuo.
No,
Oh.
Yasuo mid is way better. The matchups for Yasuo top are fucking miserable.
No,
That's
they're
probably
not.
because not.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Wait,
It's
how-
mostly
how
tanks and
is-
bruisers.
Yeah, you can outmaneuver them though.
Okay.
Except for maybe Riven, but even then, if the wave is like on its way rather than like
Okay.
flashed,
Name
then
a
yeah.
bruiser that Yasuo beats.
Garen, Nasus.
Those aren't bruisers. Those are juggernauts.
Okay,
And
Bruiser,
then
Jax.
Nasus he loses to.
He beats Jax. Fiora, it's a skill matchup.
He beats Jax.
Fiora and Riven is skill.
He beats Jax if Jax is bad.
No, the matchup right now is Yasuo favored.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Jax presses E and then Yasuo dies.
Yasuo dashes out of his E though.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's followed by a Q.
Yeah, but which is then followed by another E from Yasuo.
You can't E that many times before the recast.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, if you're dashing through minions, you can.
So you're telling me you need to be inside the enemy wave?
That's how you play Yasuo. Is you're
That's
inside
not
the
a
enemy
Yasuo
wave.
training pattern in
Yeah,
general.
and then you just lose to Jax.
I'll be right back.
And now Skylar's gonna come back, and we're gonna have to wait even longer.
Personally, I think Yasuo beats Jax because, like, sure, Jax has
Okay,
stun,
so
but he has to land it.
well, yeah, but it's not hard to land it. He literally has a dash to follow Yasuo.
That's
yeah,
why
and then
you bait
Yasuo
out the
also has
dash.
another dash.
Yasuo has a very limited amount of dashes for a very limited amount of time. Like,
Okay, Jax has one.
yeah, but it's longer range.
And but also Jax is not Jax is incentivized to max. Is Yasuo, in the early game, Yasuo can outmaneuver Jax, and by the time mid game runs around, if you're running the correct Yasuo build, it doesn't matter.
It does actually matter though.
Yasuo can beat Jax quite
Okay, but
easily.
Yasuo is also stuck in a long lane.
Yeah, which is fine. Yasuo builds Phantom Dancer. He gets more move speed than most champions.
And he gets fucking smacked by the jungler.
Not if you use your wind wall properly.
What are you
Wait.
talking about?
Not all junglers are countered by wind wall. Hold on.
No, all junglers are countered by wind wall. You just wind wall.
Grimace.
You just wind wall, and like the interaction
Fun
with Shaco
fact.
takes care of the rest.
Fun fact: Lee Sin is not a projectile.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah, that's why you win wall the initial punch.
No.
Yeah,
That's why.
oh, no. He literally just home guards
Nick,
in
so
and then cues you point blank.
So I decided to start a game of TFT, and it started 4 stars.
All right, where was my invite?
It started 4 stars, and I got a Kale, and I got Nico's help, and I almost have a 2-star Kale in round 2-1.
Wait, but don't you get 2 Nico's helps at the start?
I only have 1, so I'm big sad.
It
So
it
close.
depends. It's up to RNG how many you get,
Oh,
if you
really?
get any.
I thought everyone got the same amount.
Where is Skylar?
He's actually trolling. No, you know who's not countered by Yasuo as a jungle? Pantheon.
yeah, Pantheon.
Wait,
can-
hold on. Like
I can see Pantheon beating.
there are
this
so many
so
junglers
easily.
that just cock up Yasuo.
Let's see, Pantheon.
Pantheon, Sejuani, Vi, Rek'Sai, Lee
Cho'Gath,
Sin,
Rammus.
Cho'Gath, Rammus, Olaf. Like,
Yeah, Rammus would counter him,
Warwick.
oh, wait, all of
but
them
only to a
kill
certain.
him in a gank.
Kane.
Okay, but junglers counter a bunch of champions in
Yeah,
ganking.
exactly. But Yasuo stuck in a long lane is a very bad place for him to be. He's an immobile champion unless you're in the enemy wave, and the enemy is the wrong direction to run a gank.
Not if he's all inning.
Okay, but if he's
Yeah, like the Yasuo.
if he's all inning 1v2, he's already won.
Precisely.
Exactly. That's why Yasuo is so good in top.
No, if he's even and he all ins, it's considered suicide.
No, he just needs to hit his 10
It's
death
considered
power.
suicide unless you'd win, and then it's called calculated.
Yeah.
Where is Skylar? Emma, your
I don't
boyfriend's
know.
out of control.
I
This is
personally don't care about Yasuo's in my game, but he is a strong champion.
Just
The reason why I
consider-
don't care is
consider
because
that I
it's
can
so
win games
easy
on
to be bad at
Yasuo.
him.
What was that?
Consider that I can win games on Yasuo, and that means
Okay,
it's
but you're
busted.
also playing in silver.
I mean, that's fair, but I can
Like
still
you
win
can
games
win
on
with
him.
any champion in any role in silver if you're good enough.
I disagree. You can't play Yumi jungle.
Ah, but that's where you're wrong.
I played a ranked game with Yumi top, and we won. It was actually just
No,
yeah.
I've actually I've seen a game won in silver with Yumi jungle.
Yeah, but was the Yumi really the one who won, or was it Yumi's team?
It was
Did the
Yumi
Yumi have
actually.
a-
She was like
Did the Yumi have a positive contribution to her team?
she
Yes.
had positive KDA with like
Okay, that's
0
not hard
or
as a
1
healer,
deaths.
though. But like, was she actually like useful to her team?
Yeah.
She
Dude, I don't
out
think
CS
you
their
understand-
top lane.
I don't think how you understand how potent a gank it is when you literally W in from river to the champion and exhaust the enemy laner.
Yeah, that's contribution right there.
Like literally, she just took Moby boots and was a roaming exhaust.
Where's Skylar? He said 15 minutes. How many minutes ago?
A lot.
Like 20.
Who's watching this or that?
Hmm?
Who's watching this or that?
It opened on my computer. Yeah.
Okay.
Eh. Can I steal from Skylar's character while this is happening?
I will roll perception if you'd like to try.
I like to try. Sleight of hand.
Also, for reference, Hiroki keeps his coin pouch inside of his shirt.
Why are you telling me that for reference? Now I'm gonna feel bad because now I can't like use that knowledge.
It just means that pickpocketing him would be basically impossible.
Hey, you don't know what sexuality villain is.
Dude, that would be Skylar's response. You get whacked.
Wait,
Exactly.
what?
He broke my rolling a 19 on sleight of hand plus 4.
No. I'm not actually gonna let you steal from him while he's AFK.
God damn it.
I will, however, though, do this. Alright.
While we're waiting for Skylar, can we just do like a non-related fight to this?
Wait, is Hiroki the youngest one of the group
Yeah.
in terms
No.
of their respective life? Things.
Again, no.
Wait,
Wait, you
in human years, how old is Villain?
Well, the thing is that rat kind can live for longer than humans.
Yeah, in
I
human
wonder-
years, how old is Villain? But it also depends on how they mature, because
rat kind
ASMR
mature-
live longer than humans, but they mature at the same
Right.
rate as humans.
Rat kind matures very much faster. They have to, unless they like death.
Unless they're,
Okay,
like,
then you're
dead.
older.
Then yes, technically, mentally, he is older.
So Hiroki's the baby.
Wait, Nick.
Hmm.
If I put Morello's on a kill that has Infinity Edge, would that?
Now that's the thing. I know I tested it, but I don't think I put Morel's on here, but I don't know if I actually checked if it was doing anything.
Damn it! Because I have Infinity Edge on her right now.
Why do you have an IE on Kale?
Because her auto attacks.
Yeah, but literally any of the other
Literally just
attacks and
attack
stuff
speed.
is good.
Yeah, attack speed would be the
You want
best.
attack speed and you want AP. That's all you want on Kale.
Yeah.
That's why that's why Gwynsu's is really good on her. Death Cap is extremely good on her.
Ginsu's Death Cap and
I personally like
what do you
included
call it?
Runins.
Yeah, there we go. That's the other one, Runins.
The combo I was running in my last game was Gwynsu's Runins Giant Slayer.
I run Giant Slayer if enemy teams are running the freaking Vanguard comp.
See, it's really nice when the enemy has a mech,
Yes.
as you shred the mech, and that's always fun to see.
Dude, I had Giant Slayers on a Zaya, not even a Kale, and it just shredded one of the enemy team's mechs.
One of the easiest games I've ever won was one where I had Hand of Justice, a Runins, and a Gwynsu's on my Zaya, and she was 3-star. And I had Six Blade Master and Celestial.
Yeah.
She was literally.
I like Celestial and Star Guardians.
Hello,
because
friends.
it just feels.
what is
Alright,
that?
we're back.
Oh, he's back.
Am I back?
Yes, everyone's back now, right?
Yeah.
David,
no,
or
I don't
not
wanna-
David. Justin, you back?
Down there.
Okay.
Yeah. Quick note. I don't want to be on for a whole much longer.
Yeah, we'll
'Cause-
probably finish up this business and then we'll call it.
All right. Sounds. Like I'm okay to be on for a bit, but I want to give Emma some time to get over here and say hi before I go.
Wait, isn't she driving with us though?
Yes, but I also want to spend time with Skylar before he
I
leaves.
mean, that's also fair. I figured.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so yeah. So where are we backtracking to for Justin's sake?
The broker,
We'll backtrack to the point where he says,
where Hiroki asks for his name and he goes,
"Well, I think we should." So we'll go a little bit further back than that. Probably around the point where he goes, "I can offer you insight into ages gone, into ages past, into things." Well, the part where he says, "'Cause I remember this part more clearly. I am here to offer you a way out of the hubris of gods." And
and what if people don't want that?
The gods use the gods use the souls of those in their domain as fuel for weapons to fight each other. No mortal being wants to be caught up in a divine war. I seek to end that fate. The gods imprisoned me in this amulet for stealing from them, though I do not view what I do as theft. I do not steal from the gods steal from man. I simply offer an alternative.
You see, people follow the gods,
People
knowing,
follow the gods in ignorance.
but they still know that the gods do not all get along with each other.
They do not sign up, however, to have their souls burned in the furnaces of their engines of war.
Okay.
Wait, but he also said himself, the soul itself is fine, but their power is used.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
offered eternity, but the power of their soul, the power of their being, is used as fire for weapons in a holy war.
Sorry.
He goes on to say, I was once a man. I was once mortal, like you, like any of you, like all of you. But I have become more. Oh, so much more.
Where are you leaving tomorrow?
Though I've been
Oh,
called
and-
many names throughout the ages.
I'll be leaving.
The closest translation you would know me by is the broker. I've offered deals in the Age of Heroes, and I'm prepared to offer deals now. But first I must be let free.
Just wanted to say goodbye.
So you are willing to be let free in order to make a deal, but you are not willing to make a deal to be let free. Now that doesn't sound very beneficial to us.
Well, consider this. If you are to fall in battle, and I'm stuck in this amulet, nothing will stop you from returning to that which you worship. Your God.
What if I want that?
If you do want that, that's fine. That is your choice. I do not force people to take my deals. They take my deals willingly.
Exactly. And you're not giving us a very good motivation
In
to
battle,
let you out.
Many heroes will choose to stay to save those fighting alongside them. I offer them that choice instead of taking them to the realm beyond. You think only in terms of yourself. The heroes of old thought in terms of their comrades that they sought to save. I offer them that chance to save them.
No, I think in terms of what's dead should stay dead, and what's alive should stay alive.
I take them when they're not dead, only mostly dead. If you choose not to let me go, I cannot stop you. I am stuck here. But just know, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, you will wish to have my power behind you.
Every
Beside
man
you.
wishes for power. It's part
Okay,
of being a man.
But can we let it out?
You simply break the amulet.
That was.
Where am I in
yeah.
this?
You're walking back into the cave.
Okay.
You are no longer charmed.
Yeah, I've figured that out.
Nick, also from your good and evil spell, because like it doesn't explicitly say it, but I think it makes sense with the name, right? Adric. You get the sense that he's true neutral. Like not like the
True
boring kind
neutral.
of true neutral. That's like, oh, I don't know what alignment I am, so I'm gonna be true. He's actually true neutral.
I had a character that was true neutral. It was fun. I hate when people say true neutral isn't fun.
Well, it
Man,
can be, but you have to pilot it correctly.
Exactly. They were just. It's quite nice.
out of character. I just wouldn't want to release it because it's true neutral.
What?
Out of character, I just wouldn't want to release it because it's true neutral.
Hiroki would. But do you let it known that he's true neutral? Or that he's not necessarily good nor evil?
Yeah, this being doesn't appear to be good or evil. That's all I'll tell everyone.
What
I'm
do
interested
I
in
hear?
anyone who has potential. You have enough potential. I'm willing to offer you my deal, my bargain.
So, since you let it known that he's true neutral, or basically just neutral,
So how much do I?
Hiroki's actually starting to feel bad because this guy's imprisoned for
Basic for your guys' perspective,
imprisoned.
eternity. Basically,
Yeah,
eternity.
he's imprisoned for eternity in this amulet, and he's
Justin, what's
not
your
even
question?
evil.
How much have I heard?
You've pretty much just caught the end. The I seek to save mankind from the hubris of the gods.
Mankind or like mortals?
Mankind refuses
Just mortals.
like mortals.
Okay.
Mortal kind doesn't have the same ring to
Yeah.
it though.
Mankind would probably just mean mortals, whereas humanity would mean humans.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know.
After you let that known, Hiroki goes, I don't know if he's imprisoned for eternity and he's not evil. I think it's time to let him prove himself once more to be free.
Oh, make no mistake. I will not go back to bowing knee to the gods. I will continue making my deals. Again, I exist outside of the dominion of what you call gods. How do you think I make my deals? Do you think gods are happy that I'm making these deals? That I'm taking their souls?
See, upon thinking about it, it doesn't seem like you are taking their souls if they agree with you. It seems
not.
like
I just find them when they're desperate.
it seems like you're rather taking advantage a little, but also if you aren't actually evil, I'm willing to let you out.
Taking advantage is a unique take on it.
Lots of people take advantage of others all the time. Doesn't necessarily make them a bad
It's
person.
not it's
However,
it is beneficial to them as well. I've told you the example. The warrior fighting against the horde of demons. I offer them a second chance to defend their home. They make a deal with me. They not only save themselves, but their homes, their families, the ones they love.
though I am
They
not
don't
alone
accept
in
my
this.
deal. They die, go to their salvation, go to their heaven. But everyone they know, everyone they love, perishes, wiped out by the undead horde. I don't offer salvation like other gods offer. I don't offer paradise. I offer a second chance to achieve what you could have, to achieve your potential.
I see nothing wrong with that. If you aren't deceiving, I see nothing wrong with that.
On
And I
the
have no
honors,
reason
both
now.
the Jinn
I have
and the
no reason
devil.
now to believe that you are trying to deceive us. However, I am not alone here, so it is not my choice alone to set you free. He turns to the rest of you and goes, "What do you guys think?"
I ask for a rundown because I have no fucking clue what's going on.
Alright, nobody's stepping up to do this?
So no one's
Alright.
giving him a rundown.
So Hiroki
Alright.
goes, "What's stuck inside is a Jinn devil who has been trapped inside by the gods for making deals with mortals. Like, in a way, somewhere between Jinn and devil, but not inherently evil nor inherently good."
I didn't know if you caught what it is.
Oh, I know what it
Colloquial-
is.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's persuading a Tali.
Oh yeah. Okay, so right here, this character in particular is the linchpin
This is
of the
our
creation
baby.
of this world.
This is our baby.
I know exactly what this is. In character though, I will address the amulet then. So what is it?
Say again.
What is it that you seek?
To be let free, to be released from the prison that I've been put in and remained in for all these years.
Not now, later. What is it that you?
I seek to save mankind from the shackles and the yoke of the gods.
I seek something too. What is it that you offer?
Right now, I don't know. I don't know what you want.
So a favorite then.
Perhaps you may call it such. My favors come in very particular forms, though.
Interesting. I'll look back at her. Okay. You said neither good nor evil.
I will make you this deal, though. I do not like owing people favors. People should only owe me favors. I will give each of you an insight. An insight I promise that is valuable and helpful.
I'll tell the amulet to shut the fuck up for a moment.
Damn, bro.
Hiroki, you said neither good nor evil.
Correct, according to Adric.
And I'll then look at Adric and and do you know this how? Nick, that's your cue.
Adric!
Bruh.
Chowder.
Nick, I swear to God, if you're playing TFT right now.
Chowder.
Nick, I swear to fucking God. He knows because he cast detect good and evil.
Yeah, I know. I know it's true.
Bruh.
We'll assume that is properly conveyed. Then I'll look at the amulet and say, "You fucking owe me one," and smash it on the ground as hard as I can.
You owe me, and then smash.
Oh, now
And
you.
Now
you're
you
back.
respond.
I was on the phone.
Well, currently the amulet is in Hiroki's hands.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And
Yeah, I'm
what
snatching it. And
he just said the deal he offers you is he will give each of you an oracle insight into something that you all will need in the future. Because he does
Yeah.
not he does
Yeah,
not
I
like
mean-
to owe favors.
and
He
I-
likes-
Hiroki's not one to oppose with.
Yeah, no, my right now my vocabulary is definitely saying no. Fuck that. You owe me one. And smashing the amulet into the ground.
okay.
Yep. I definitely kept out of this interaction because Anipe would not fucking want this thing smashed, but holy shit, do I personally want it.
So then he turns and says, "So to which of you do I owe a favor? To which of you want an insight?"
Eee.
This favor, by the way, so all of you know, is basically when you would die, you instead do not die.
Well,
Wait,
Well, you're not
wait.
supposed to tell them that up front.
But
but I can do that
Hiroki
myself.
said, "You promised wisdom. I will not decline."
So that's one for insight. Who's taking insight? Who's taking the mushroom, the green mushroom in the back pocket?
Well, it's
Wait,
already
what-
out. I'll take
what-
the insight.
What do you mean the green mushroom?
The Mario extra life mushroom.
Oh no, I want insight.
So okay, so who's taking the extra life? Is it just Justin?
me as well.
All right,
What a
Justin.
waste.
Okay, so then it is Hiroki, Villain, and Adric taking insight. Correct.
Knowledge is power.
So who would he turn to
I'm
first?
taking insight as well.
You're taking insight. Okay, so he turns to you, Atali, and says, "You wish insight, not a favor."
Oh, you're right. Actually, I'm gonna take insight as well. Sorry.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, no, it's
So what do you seek? What insight are you looking for that I may be of service?
show me the path back home, which definitely has a connotation that you understand.
He thinks for a moment. And he tells you, "The path back home is riddled with trials and tribulations. Through secrets you must wade, through the unknown of your people. You will uncover a dark secret."
Okay, hold on. You cut out for the first part, and I would like to get this word for word. Please
Okay.
restart.
The road back home is filled with trials and tribulations.
All right.
What you find might make you, or how do I want to word this? What you find might make your home no longer. For what you will find is a secret, a shameful secret of your people, hidden long ago, meant to never be found. But with the thing set in motion, it will be uncovered. If not by you, then by someone far, far worse. And the secret all begins with that. And he points at Hiroki. Specifically at what Hiroki knows is a book inside Hiroki's robes.
Okay.
But you don't know that it's there.
Yeah. No, I know. Okay. So basically, the road back home is filled with trials and tribulations. What you find may make your home no longer. For what you find is a secret made long ago. never meant to be found. But the secret will be uncovered, if not by you, by another.
Another far worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and the secret starts with that, pointing at the journal.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah. Make note of that somewhere. This is a note for all of you. You should be keeping track of this.
Yes.
Well, someone was already writing it.
Nick, you all good?
Yep, there's something. No.
All right.
Never
Who's
mind.
next?
Me. I did literally just scream me. So
What insight do you seek, follower of the river?
okay, actually, I'm gonna run something by you. I'd like to. Can I defer my answer until next session so that I can actually develop a decent character motivation that isn't just hee hee hoo hoo religion?
Yes.
Or hee hee hoo hoo barge.
I mean, I want my boat. Just literally, please give me boats.
Yes, Skylar, I will let you defer.
All right.
All right. Next.
I guess I'll go.
All right.
Hiroki's motivation in life is to get an acceptable wealth of knowledge.
He looks at you and like you can
And
see
kind of like to himself, he wants to be a hero.
he looks at you and he says, Interesting, interesting. I did not expect to see you here, old friend. So you ask for wisdom. I am afraid I cannot offer you the same choice I offered your comrades. But I will offer you wisdom nonetheless. Do you still want it?
I'll take any wisdom.
Heed the ones long deceased. For
What?
Heed the ones long deceased. For they will guide you from now until eternity. You are the one. Scratch that last part. You and another, whose destiny remains unfulfilled, will walk this earth eternal until fate is sated.
You and another whose destiny is
Are intertwined, whose destinies are intertwined, are
are
cursed
intertwined.
are cursed to walk the earth forever until fate is sated.
Cursed to walk this earth forever until fate is sated.
Find your past, your history, and the rest will reveal itself. Who's next?
Find your path, your history, and the what?
Your past, your history, your we'll say lineage is a better word.
Your lineage? I mean, you could also use the word legacy.
Yeah, actually, yeah, legacy. That's the word that I use.
Because it's what you've been saying.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. It's an L word. Give me some credit here.
Llama.
And your what?
Emma.
Wait, where are you, Emma? What do you
Find your path, your legacy, and your what will be what?
Find your path, your legacy, and your history, and your path will be clear.
And your path will be clear. Got it.
Who's next?
Guess that'd be me.
I think I'm gonna have to so what? Okay, so we'll see. what wisdom, what insight do you seek?
What awaits me down the path I currently walk?
The path you walk forks and splits like lightning in the sky. The path most bright leads you down a road, or leads you down a road full of brightness and darkness, through struggle and triumph, through the new age of heroes. Be warned. My vision is unclear if you are the hero or the villain.
Ooh.
You.
You.
Oop dee dee doo doop.
Oobity boop bop beep bow ow.
Alright, and I believe last is villain.
Ratman. Ratman Catman do.
What insight do you seek, young rat?
How do I break from his gaze? His gaze.
You are already on the path. You look inside yourself and see only green tainted fire. But another has taken interest in you. The one you see in your dreams. Fear not. The path will be difficult and harsh. And perhaps the most difficult of trials awaits you. But you are close. Closer than anyone has been in history. Should you seek more, seek out the seer unto the storm. And hearing him say seer unto the storm, all of you can make me either a history or religion check.
Wow.
Jesus.
Come
Wow.
on.
I have the highest history.
Wait, all of you just
It's okay. My religion went in at 20.
Wait, okay. I'm gonna religion
wait, can you
too.
do both
Wait,
then?
we can do both?
Yeah,
I
you
thought-
can always. When I
Oh,
say you
we
can
can
do this
do
or this,
both?
you can always do both.
Okay.
But
Well-
which check you succeed gives you different information.
Yes.
Well, it looks like Villain gets both.
I get nothing.
Tragic.
Hiroki potentially gets religion,
No,
I
villain
definitely
doesn't get history.
depending on the DC.
Yeah, no, it lagged and religion popped up twice. Sorry.
So is
So the
that
first
is that,
roll.
is that religion or
It would
Yes.
be a 15 to hit religion for Atalia, and a 1 to history.
all right? So So the only one who gets religion is Anipe, and then
Wait,
don't
I don't get religion with
A 19. Nope,
Nah.
DC's too high.
not with the
Wow.
19.
Wow.
He's too high.
Did anyone get history? No.
I don't think anyone got history.
Damn, bro. Okay.
You're salami.
So, from a religious standpoint, the seer unto the storm was a prophet. A prophet of the great storm. A prophet of Kukulkan.
Like Macaulay McCulkin?
Macaulay what?
The child actor from the never mind.
No, Kukulkan, like the Aztec god of storms and wind.
Yeah, but
Oh,
there's also a guy named Macaulay never mind.
Macaulay McLaughlin?
It's Macaulay Culkin.
Okay.
Also, was it when he turned to Hiroki when he said, "I did not expect to see you here, old friend"?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, and he says, "Seek out the seer unto the storm for more." And then he turns back to you, Hiroki, and he says, "In fact, you would also benefit from speaking to him."
The Seeker of the Storm.
The
Seek-
seeker, seeker unto the storm.
Something
See?
tells me we already met this guy.
The Seeker unto the Storm.
It's either the snake charmer
Or the snake.
Or
Or
the
the
s-
snake.
No, it's not. It's not the Snake Charmer.
It's the dude with the white hair and the.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
it's not that. It's probably
No.
his snake.
I would bet it's the angel patron, but because we all met the guy with white hair, and
Hiroki's patron is an L, so immediately Hiroki thinks that when he refers to old friend, he's referring to Hiroki's guide.
yeah, that would make the most sense.
And with that, I think we'll end tonight's session.
All right. Cool.
Lots of mystery and intrigue and
Also, for the record, I'm an idiot. The flight time actually changed. It leaves at 1:23 p.m. now.
So